It's
You
a
had that.
celebration,
You
bitches.
hid that this whole time? Holy shit!
Where was that?
Whoa!
We talked about Swiss
There's a
Army
Swiss Army.
orifices. Don't ask. You don't need to know.
Well, it's been great. We'll see you all never. This is the end of Phoenix Dunk.
That was a good
Welcome
start.
to the drinking show on Saving Throw.
But where's the orange juice?
Oh, well, that happened.
I'm sorry.
But also, welcome to the first episode of season 2 of Phoenix Dawn Command.
Damn.
What the hell? We're gonna have mimosas?
Yeah.
Wow, this is already a better season.
Oh.
Sorry, sex.
Rush.
Not sorry.
It's lunch. It's
Saturdays.
day drinking time.
Evening.
Anyway, I am Mac Weapons Rack Beauvais, and I'm going to be your game marshal and also cruise director for the next 5 days and 8 romantic nights. We are playing Phoenix Dawn Command. If you have not actually tuned in before, why haven't you? You can watch the VOD of the first season on Twitch and on YouTube. But if you haven't, whatever, we're here now. Phoenix Dawn Command is a card-based tabletop role-playing game, and the way that these characters will level up is by dying. That's the only way that they can level up. They can come back up to 7 times. They all died in their mortal lives, came back as phoenixes, which are like super-powered, crazy people, at least if our last game was any indication. So let's talk to these super-powered crazy people. Everybody tell them who you are and who's your daddy and what does he do. Want to start us off, Josh?
My dad's dead.
Thanks,
I'm
Steve.
Joshua
Bye.
Dad
Dempster.
left when I was-
Oh, that's sad. Steve.
Paul?
I'm Joshua Dempster. I'm an architect by day and a phoenix by night and
Or
Day.
early afternoon.
rebirth, death, all the times. I joined the crew here after the loss of their first devoted, and now I'm along for the ride. And I feel so lucky to have Mac as our DM for season 2.
Nobody likes a kiss ass. I do. Yeah. All right. He lives for forever. He's level 7 now.
Yes, it worked.
All right, Jen.
I'm Robert Chan. I'm a writer and podcaster. That's it.
For now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Secrets.
That was exciting, sort of. I don't know what's happening. Mike.
Hi, I'm Michael Holmes. You might remember me as Season 1's Ink, the Shrouded. I'm playing a very different character this season,
We'll
and I'm
cheers in a
looking
moment.
very, very forward to that. And I do various and sundry things in real life as well.
That's exciting.
And I just got Mass Effect Andromeda this week, and I'm very excited for it.
Ooh.
In fact, let's go home and play that instead.
Yeah, bye.
Bye, guys.
All right, Blythe.
I'm Blythe. I'm a host and writer for Geek and Sundry most of the time, and then I'm here when I have wonderful free time to see all these wonderful people, and I do misadventures things with
Yeah.
Mac, and she's amazing. And I am playing the Shrouded this time, and her name is Spectre, and she's gonna be great. I'm excited. This is my first time playing this
She
game.
doesn't know what's happening.
Hey, Josh, you should hand that mimosa off to Wolfman.
Wolfman Dave.
Holy crap.
Can I help you?
Holy crap.
Is that host for Rosie's?
So,
That's
jeez.
impressive.
All right, so...
Is this Stephen Pope? This is Stephen Pope, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is
Pope.
Steve Pope's contribution. So the one thing you're going to be able to do to help out our players today is you can pay for redraws, which lets them pull up an extra card. Oftentimes, our players really need it to be a little less squishy, but I still hope to kill them anyway. So we got 6 at the table.
Hi,
Smiley
Smiley
Ogre!
Thank you,
4
Smiley.
times.
And let's see. And then we have 2 for Mike, for Mr. Pope.
Aw.
And then 1 for everyone.
Yeah.
Awesome. So before we get into the next little bout, because we've got more drinks now, a toast to hopefully your demise in this game.
So hopefully our
Yes.
demise in this game.
6 to 7 deaths.
Yeah.
6 to 7 deaths. Tops.
TPK.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'll make a bull run.
All right. For a little scene setting, this story is taking place about a year after the events of our last season. You have all... There's lots of noises happening.
Too many.
Oh my God, so many noises. So you all have died in your mortal lives, and you have been brought back and resurrected as phoenixes. You all went through a crucible, which is a set of trials to get you ready for Phoenixdom. And you have been brought back and spat forth from the fire in Pyre, which is the home base for the Phoenixes. It's where the Marshals reside and where the Phoenixes reside when they're not actually sent out on their missions. So I would love if everybody could tell the chat a little bit about your character. Just a quick tidbit of what your first crucible was like, and make sure you describe what they look like so they can have a beautiful mind image. So let's start on the other side of the table this time. Blythe, you want to tell lovely people at home things?
1 second, I do, because I have this saved onto my drive for a
Digital
reason.
flashcard.
Wow. So, holy crap. Before we get
wrote a
into
lot,
that,
so I'm trying to remember
Jesus.
it all.
Thank you, Trona and DJ Regular. You guys
DJ.
have got like 6 million table rerolls. I'm like,
Yay.
that was almost really bad.
But it wasn't.
Hey, James V.
James V.
What is
Damn.
up? You guys are rolling in. It's just like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make Phoenix
Thank
bucks.
you.
Flip. Not even counting it.
Just take this upended on the table.
Alrighty.
Holy crap, we haven't even introduced other donations yet. Tune in
Alright.
the next game. But anyway,
Alright.
Blythe, if you will tell us a little bit about your character.
I will. Her name is Spectre. She is a Shadowvar, and she is. I'm like trying to.
Thank
what
you,
all,
guys.
What all
What
details should I
Wow,
go into?
hey Kiganis, holy crap, what is happening right now? Sorry, we want to introduce your character and
It's
things just
fine.
keep going.
Did you
I'm
think
not-
you were tuning in for masks?
just
'Cause
giving me
that's
a
over.
second.
Who is this last one from, Dave?
What's that?
Who's this last one?
That is James V. 1971.
Oh my god, somebody's gonna have to keep track of these because if you use them all today, I will be shocked.
And
But you
this-
might.
Yeah.
So James V has given 2 packs of 3 draws to the table.
Ooh.
Woo!
Thanks,
Making
James
it
V.
rain!
And that's Kiganis.
Dunka dunka. Let's hope we get into some
Okay.
serious shit. Let's just redraw for, social
Wow, that is
interaction.
written really
Add a
well.
couple dread nights to it. Why not?
Yeah.
3 free draws.
Crucible.
4.
There it is. All right.
So you can thank Kiganis.
Damn. Damn.
All right, keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. And now we'll actually let Blythe talk.
Hi. Sort of.
I'm just gonna start stacking these up, though.
All right.
I
So.
think you need to maneuver your mic because it's turned away from you.
Yeah.
There.
Just.
But we
attach
are
it.
getting to listen to your heartbeat, which is awesome. But you should have it checked out.
Probably. I have like weird health issues.
You hear that
It's
echo
fine.
too, right? That weird echo, right?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Just making sure.
All
'Cause
the
I don't
time,
actually have a
everywhere I
heart.
go.
There's just a void there.
Sure, little
Sure.
tinnitus.
That's the secret. Is I'm just a living void.
Mama.
Yeah, but I can hear at least gears turning. That was weird, like clockwork.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
just things. I don't go to a doctor for a reason.
Well, okay.
So my character is Spectre, and she is the Shrouded Phoenix, and I am not entirely sure what all I should reveal about her right now.
What
all do you
does
want
she
to-
look like? And what you want to tell us about her mortal life, if anything?
Okay, well, her mortal life, she was basically a spy master. She ran an entire crime syndicate, and since she's a Shadowvar, she's got a ton of tattoos that detail like important moments of her life. And she actually, this is something I thought was fun, is every time she comes back from a crucible, there's a new tattoo. And then for her crucible, it looked like when she was there, it was essentially because the Shadowvar used to run the Verdant Coast. That was like their homeland. So what it looked like is basically the stories, like all of the amalgamations of the stories she heard of what the Verdant Coast would have looked like when the Shadowvar were still there, before they like took it all away from them.
So what does she look like now? She's come back as a phoenix for the first time, and what is her talon?
Sorry.
I don't think an
she's-
is a good talon. You might want to pick something else.
Her
No, it's
her
D-ah.
talon is
D-ah?
a replica of a dagger she used for a very important moment in her life.
Hey, Slaxon!
Slaxon!
Thanks for the
Thanks for the
follow.
follow.
Welcome to the party.
Blythe, can you move your mic like down here?
It doesn't want to stay. That's because once it's down
Can
there,
we tape it
doesn't
to your face?
wanna. You can. If you
Tell
really
me,
want
you
to.
just
Do
do
you
it
have
right there.
medical tape?
I'm actually.
Josh, are you actually cribbing your notes?
Yes,
Okay, is
I am.
that better?
Just to refresh
Am I
my
good?
memory.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I can paint the richest picture
it
possible
yes?
for our audience.
There's a
good
stage
Lord.
that has
There's
been
a reason
set.
you're going to
No?
last.
Maybe?
Don't have to connect
do some chatter real quick?
Hi guys. My mic is not working apparently. This is fun.
Yes.
I don't know what's happening.
Pretend you're sax. Be really loud.
Okay. Just speak up some.
Project
only
from the diaphragm.
It's like I don't have.
You
I
think
haven't
you
been
from
in
the
theater in
street.
so long. All right.
Chipotle, they're like, what the fuck
Her
is this?
talon is a dagger she used for something very important when she was still alive. Something that I don't want to
I'm guessing that's
reveal
supposed
right
to be
now.
Alpha Pup.
Alpha Pup.
Thanks for the follow.
4 for the pup.
Woo!
For a full pup.
I mean, she's like roughly 5'5". She's an average build, black hair, very pale skin. And then tattoos just everywhere.
Do they move at all? I'm imagining like Maui from Moana.
No. They glow.
Fine,
they glow under a
fine.
black light.
That's pretty cool. All right.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know if there's a lot of black lights
Nope.
in the
They,
Empire.
they glow
but-
in the dark occasionally, but
Not
not.
with some black flame.
Hey, sex!
Ah.
Thanks for the reset.
Yes, a cheers to Sax, who let me take over the show, which is probably
Shaz.
not a good idea.
No, they kind of. I imagine them being similar to like anyone who played Dragon Age, Fenris, where they just kind of whenever she's using like a special ability, they light up.
Oh, that's
Cool.
kick-ass.
I'm into that. All right, let's meet Vigil.
All right, fine. I don't get
Yes,
the
please.
credits.
All right,
That's okay.
fine.
Yes, I'm playing Vigil.
Do you want your character sheet?
Do you have it?
Yeah, I got everything.
I don't have a printer at home,
Hold,
which is
please.
why I had to do this.
I am- No, I don't want to rate your app right now.
Does anyone else like Mass Effect guys though? Mass Effect.
What
It's
is
great.
Mass Effect?
Mass Effect.
What is Ass Effect? I'm
It's
sure
where-
that's out there.
Ass Effect is
That's
where
Rule
you-
34,
it's
right?
a
If it
dating
exists,
sim.
there's,
Oh, yeah.
there's porn.
That's-
I have
Seems
seen
like the
Pokemon
best name
porn.
for
and
it.
It is the most.
Mass
I
Effect dating
have
sim.
seen
Second
Azure,
year.
if you know what I mean.
Mass Effect is
Everybody has something.
incredibly like
app is being
it is
Okay,
just
done.
a
No,
complicated
no,
dating
No,
sim.
All right.
no, I have it. I have it.
Yes.
I told you I was
That's all.
Where you have to
prepared.
fight
I was
occasionally?
over prepared.
Occasionally you have
so
to fight,
prepared,
and
it's gross.
occasionally there's
Right.
this really kick-ass story, but there's a lot of just banging hot aliens.
All right.
Like you do.
So,
Yeah.
Vigil died at the Battle of Mardenford. He was a night watchman, and when the Bones first began to assault the city, he was able to warn his comrades with enough time to ready themselves. He, unfortunately, met his end in the process. He comes from the Summer Shore, the middle son in a long line of merchants and laborers. Neither he nor his family has ever especially stood out. When he was conscripted to serve the Empire, it was a matter of pride for his entire family. He's in his mid-20s, stocky build, pale skin, sandy blonde hair, green eyes. Think maybe like a young Steve Zahn or like Sam Rockwell, but maybe a little pudgy. Kind of that same mannerism. He wears what we'd consider to be a stylized Roman legionary's uniform, but the thing that sets him apart is the long staff that he carries that holds a very ornate bronze lamp at one end. This is his talent and his connection to the Imperial flame. His crucible. A nameless city was beset with peril, in flames, with the screams of innocence coming from all sides. He knows he's on a mission to deliver some sort of message, but he stops to help everyone he can, eventually coming face to face with the shadowy threat overtaking the nameless city, which as he grows, well, we're worried about that. But basically, the shadow overtakes him, and then he's spit out into the real world. His family is actually still alive and well in the Summer Shore. If they ever found out he's a phoenix, they would probably shit with excitement. And basically, he just wants to be bigger than he ever was. He just wants to make a difference.
Wants to be too big to fail.
Yes.
Bigger than the Beatles.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the lantern is your talent.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we probably should have mentioned Shrouded, and you're playing the Devoted.
Devoted, yeah.
So, all right, let's meet Doros.
Doros is a Durant, who's
What?
they often come in the form of giant suits of armor, because that's their job is to just take shots. Doros, however, was a dancer in life, so he had a lot of difficulty going through his crucible, as you know, like as you would do if you were a dancer and you were a soldier or whatnot. Your instinct would be to dodge things and whatnot. Whereas a Durant, their job is to kind of just like I said, just like take it. When he like awoke in the crucible, he was mostly naked except for the you know that leather
Hey,
and I had to look it up. It's called a balteus. It's the that sort of gladiator belt that they wear, sort of like sort of the midriff and whatnot, and bracers. And he found as the bones were attacking him in his crucible that his arms kept getting very heavy, and he was unable to do the sort of movement that he would like, and he found that he had to teach himself to actually block with these sorts of things and sort of take these shots. And as so he's a graceful person in his heart, but his manifestation here is of like a blocky, chunky kind of beast. So he's having to learn how to deal with that, and that has that doesn't always work out.
And what is your talent?
It's
Hey,
The nukes.
We've got
The
F.J.
nukes.
Ryan, Sinjin, and Zan.
his gauntlets actually, just
Gauntlets?
like mailed fists.
Cool. All right. And last but not least, let's meet Scar. Not from Lion King, but from Phoenix Dawn Command.
Phoenix Dawn Command. So Scar grew up as a young man in a small agricultural village outside Mardenford, and he joined the Imperial Army because he wanted to see the world. He left his family happy and safe, and followed the Phoenixes actually to support them in various sorties. And he ended up going with them to a Shadowvari city when they made an attempt to destroy the chant. Unfortunately for him, while he and his party were watching a large gate while the Phoenixes went about their business, he was... I draw too, that's nice. Okay, we have something in common.
I draw, you draw, we all draw for, I don't know, something that rhymes with draw.
Ice cream.
Yes, we all draw for ice cream. That
Can we
rhymes
get
with
ice
draw.
cream after this, guys?
Ice cream. You can always do ice cream.
I want ice cream. There's a good place like not that far from here.
And while he and his squad were watching the gate, there was a bit of a disaster wherein one of the Phoenixes lost their mind and attacked his squad and tore him and his friends to shreds.
Oh,
Aw.
yeah.
I don't know who or what that could be referring to,
Yeah.
guys. That's super mysterious.
It was just an unfortunate set of circumstances.
Series of unfortunate events.
Yeah. And he awoke in the darkness, facing the giant gates that he was once defending, with nothing but the armor of his fallen squad mates around him. In the darkness, he heard scratching and snuffling, and just the padding of feet around him.
As one does. That's a totally
Yeah.
normal crucible.
Yeah, just complete blackness, and then something moving around in the darkness.
Toad's normal.
Scars are bitter, and if you're not aware of what that class means, it's that they died. Their source of death was failure, and so he failed to protect anybody or defend anything because somebody had a bad day.
Don't say your name, man. You say your name, shut up.
So
You just have to say it 3 times in a mirror, though.
over the course of the next year, he fought this shadow beast, the shadow wolf, if you will. And
That's a good name for it.
yeah, right, weird.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna write that down to be the name of my next band.
And died hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, but was never able to actually die. And each time he came back a little bit more wounded. And when he finally was able to defeat the beast, he found he had enough strength from his fury and his wounds to push open the gate. And when he emerged, he was completely covered in scars as if he had been disassembled many, many times. He's not actually hurt, but he can't let go of the battle and the ensuing battles. And then he walked through the gate and fell out of the fire. And now he's in his second life. Should be a good time. He's fine. He's totally well adjusted.
It's all good. It's
we're all
awesome.
great.
It's great.
No grudges
We're all
there.
fine here. How are you? What is your talent?
My talon is 2 bracelets. One forged from the armor of my fallen comrades, and one forged from the steel of the plow from my farm back at home.
Cool, you're Wonder Womaning it. I like it.
Yeah.
Which one says
Awesome.
"Live Strong"? Is that the one on the left or the right?
Both actually.
Love
Both.
and hate.
No,
YOLO.
that's my lower back tattoo. It says live
Ah,
strong.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You both have the same tattoo?
Where do you have YOLO like ironically placed?
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that seems appropriate, and also no.
And
His
so
talent is your YOLO tattoo. They're like attacking. They're like, oh man, whoa,
dude,
whoa,
you
whoa.
live a little bit too
We're out,
long.
we're out.
It's time to stop.
We're the
I
forces
should
of
go.
evil,
This
but
is awkward.
fuck.
We don't want to even touch that guy. And visually, like physically, he's about 6 feet tall, broad-shouldered, angular features. He looks almost like a gladiator in the side of a Grecian vase. And aside from that, he's actually almost like a cube. He was always the least. He was always very athletic, but the least, I guess, like live, you would say, of his family members. So he's kind of like a walking tank.
Okay. He's
But-
stocky. He's a
Yeah,
big bone
he's a
fella.
stocky guy, real strong.
He's a fire plug.
His family
Yeah.
would often joke that he should have been pulling the plow and not the ox. That kind of thing.
Okay.
There he is.
And so, you know, he's, after his crucible, he's a little bit faster than you might expect, and just as strong as he looks.
There you go.
So, it should be
Awesome.
fun.
Thank you, Blake.
All right. So you're all spat forth from the Imperial Flame and Pyre. And you came out maybe at slightly different times, but around the same time. There are phoenixes everywhere. It's just kind of this amazing hub of activity, huge buildings, really just fantastical. You see like walking suits of armor, and people look like they're perpetually on fire, and people are like half plant. There's probably like a half shark person. There's probably a lot of weird hybrid things happening there. And you all feel a pulling, like sort of in your core, towards each other. So you all somehow across Pyre find yourselves in the same room, and you feel there's a connection between all of you. So what this means is you are destined and to form a wing. So for those who are new to watching Phoenix Dawn Command, a wing is basically the groupings of phoenixes that are sent out on missions. There are 6 phoenixes in a wing. Obviously, there are not 6 players here, so you guys technically have 2 more phoenixes in your wing that when you decide that you are tired of playing this game, I'll bring in to fill your chairs. But we're not going to go into that right now. So one of the big things is we need to know what to call your wing. So now you guys get to have a heated debate on what your wing's name is. I will tell you that last time our team's wing was called the Reborn, which was a stupid name.
Kinda on the
So
nose.
pick something
Kinda on the
else.
nose. To be fair, that was the chat room's fault.
Yes.
Yeah, we let them
Marshal
vote on that, and
Never again.
maybe
Never
now
again.
if we can't come to a decision. So let's figure out what the hell the Marshals are going to call your wing.
Can we get suggestions from the chat room?
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
Chad, if you have suggestions, please throw them our way.
chime in.
I will disregard at my leisure. And you guys go ahead and throw out some thoughts that you have. And if it comes to fisticuffs, so be it.
I don't know why I'm here, and I don't really want to be here. And so I'll leave it to you guys.
Well, I've never done this kind of thing before. This is kind of new for me. I mean, traditionally, Phoenix Wings have really cool names, like the Bronze Wing, or like the.
Consider that a cool name?
I just
I don't have opinions, but I didn't like that one.
I'm open for whatever.
We're all here to fight the dread. We should decide in what way we will approach this assault.
Well, with Phoenix powers.
I feel like I should have been drawn to a different group of people.
Oh, do you? Maybe it says something about you that we are beneath you.
That's not what I was implying,
Isn't it?
but you said it out loud.
Yes, I did.
The Odd Couple. That's a good name.
There are 4 of us, 6 of us.
The Odd Sextet.
Probably.
That's a good name, right?
That is a terrible name.
No.
But then it's funny because it's a play because odd
No.
and then sextet, it's
No.
even. So
We're not a traveling group of bards
Listen.
that only sing using just their voices. We're not doing that.
No.
Do you also enjoy the a cappella music?
Why? What?
the Reborn, we are not instantly.
No, and I love it and also regret everything about my life leading to this point.
don't know. I mean, what do you think?
To be honest, I don't name things. I just do the thing that needs to be done.
What is the thing you need to do?
We need to defeat the dread. We need to work on that. That is our focus. A name, really? Like, is that really important?
A name is a symbol that tells people what it is we are, what it is we do, and why we do these things that we do.
I think our actions show those things more than words.
What actions have we taken?
That's what we need to start doing.
Well, obviously, we did something in our mortal lives to bring us here now. I mean, that speaks volumes about who we are as phoenixes, right?
I died.
Same.
I died fighting the dread. What did you die of?
I died fighting the dread.
I fought my hardest.
How about the dreadlock and was called a goddamn day?
I feel like there are other names, other definitions of the word dreadlock that the associations is not
I
necessary.
really
think
wanted
there
to
are
deliver it
certain-
as a joke, but I tried to do it in character.
No, it's great.
There are
No, I'm enjoying this very much as I
feel
have
like
the
that is
suggestions from the
cultural
chat,
appropriation.
which are just getting descendingly
Dude.
more crazy.
What
bitter-
if we
the bitter
called
and
ourselves
ugly.
like the judgers of the dread or the dread
No.
judgers or something?
Chat's starting to look pretty good. Not gonna lie.
How about we don't let him name us?
Although
Wait, should
We
we
have-
go?
Okay, no, I'm taking the note saying thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
we have chosen to take a stand against the dread, we indeed have made a judgment against the dread.
Ooh,
The judgment.
Like that.
Ooh, I can get behind that.
Judgment?
The judgment.
Okay, as
I
long
like
as you
his
don't
ideas.
say it, I'm
No,
okay with
no,
it.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
same.
Sorry, it was just
Yeah.
kind of, yeah.
I feel
We can workshop that, or not at all, and you just never say it.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. To
Okay,
me.
great.
Absolutely not.
I'm just glad to be here.
Absolutely
That's
not.
all.
Oh, hey, look. There's a little bowl over here with a bunch of names on slips. What do these names say?
Wait, would you guys like to know? Because
Wing naming bowl. What is this, Hogwarts?
yeah, so I just
Fire a flame.
all right, everybody pull out a piece of paper.
It's like a bed and breakfast. Need something to do? Here's a suggestion.
All right, would you guys like to hear the chat suggestions?
Yes.
Very much so.
Oh, one more.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, I haven't gone to it yet, so it'll be a surprise when I scroll back down. All right, so we have the Ashen Wing, the Broken Wing, the Clipped Wing, Buffalo Wing.
Buffalo wing.
First season.
I really like that.
Oh, it gets better. The Chicken Wing, just in case you weren't into buffalo sauce particularly. If you're not a buffalo-themed wing.
Is there a Colleen wing in there?
There is a Wingy McWingface.
No.
The West Wing.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
political.
like that.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Tortoises.
What?
So we can avoid any kind of branding lawsuit.
Okay, yeah.
The Car Wing, noted it is spelled like Sax Carr's last name.
Okay.
I like this one. Crimson Diplomacy. Because it's messed up and awesome. The Scarred. You're not leading this wing. The
I
Watch.
wouldn't want to anyway.
The Oathbreakers. The Defiant.
I like that
Oh,
one.
Beauvais
hey,
Believers.
The what?
The what?
Beauvais Believers.
I got it.
I'm putting the
That's good. I've
extra. Yeah. And The Collective. And
Kinda
now,
like the
what? That's
Defiant.
not what. How are you? No.
The
No, I'm not reading
Bovations.
this.
The standing ovation.
All right. Who wrote that in chat so that I can personally come and find you and
No, we're obviously Max Pack.
No.
Ooh.
No.
Well, I now have also Beauvais's Beavers, and that's absolutely
Yeah,
outright not
that's
okay.
not
Max
happening.
Rack, I will tolerate. That's not okay.
Yeah.
Unless it is the partially water-faring mammal. And even
Also-
then, really, guys?
Beauvais is.
There is a
It's
visual
also
on
spelled with an
papers.
extra weird V in there, so maybe it's not me.
That's
Boba
because I
Fett?
suck at typing fast.
Yeah, we're not.
I
we're
kind
not.
of, I'm feeling the Defiant.
Well, Defiant's solid.
Okay, the Defiant.
Good DS9 reference.
Did like
There we
Better
are.
the Judgment. I like
Judgment
that
is
too.
cool.
Just happy to be here.
Why don't we throw it to them to see which of the two?
All right, so what are we between?
This
The
is your chat wheel
Judgment
moment.
or the Defiant.
Hmm?
Judgment or Defiant.
All right, Chad. Judgment or Defiant? You get to pick between two options that are much less creative than this stuff, but that's probably for the best.
Hey, Defiant was one of their suggestions.
Yeah.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
but still.
I like
Good lord.
Defiant. I feel like that.
Yeah, actually, that was good. I don't
That
know who
could
had
work.
that.
Who was they?
That feels right.
Oh man, that was such a smash and grab. Let me
Oh,
show you.
Yeah, there was a lot
You're
of things
robbing the
happening
people
on
in
the
chat,
stream.
Dave?
Smashy, smashy.
Come on, dude.
All right, so can we throw up a quick poll on that?
Yeah.
I just assume you know how to do that easily because I don't ever deal with that.
You saw Zach say it. Okay, go do this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw things out there
And
that I
judge-
expect to
Produce a
happen.
thing. Okay. And then I know we've been having a heated discussion about what we should name whatever we are.
Oh yes, please discuss
But-
among yourselves.
What are your names? I'm
I feel like you should all be at a tavern. All right, you're in the Phoenix Tavern now, so you can have a proper introduction.
do we
That naming room was very small. I don't.
Yeah. Very crowded. The
Where's
six
that
of
we
us.
should just gravitate there? I mean, obviously, this is a much better meeting area.
There's someone sitting in the corner with like a hood over their face. Very mysterious. It's probably another shrouded because those guys, that's what they do. You know.
That's what I'm doing right now.
So
Spectre.
cool.
Vigil. I'm Vigil.
I'm
Great.
Doros.
Doros?
Yeah,
Interesting.
for one reason.
It's like a name that sounds familiar, but
It is a river in the Red Marches.
oh, that would explain that. Right after I joined the Imperial Army, we trained adjacent to
All
that.
right.
river.
In the tavern, somebody throws coins down on the table in front of you and walks away. He looks kind of like an astronaut because it's Space Colonizer.
Yes.
Ooh. So much.
You can afford all of the Phoenix Ale that you want.
Why is that man wearing a fishbowl on his head?
I don't. It seems rather inconvenient.
Looks cool though, so you know.
Wait, you served the Empire in the army as well?
You're gonna tell me you did as
Well, yeah, I fell at the Battle of Martinford.
well. I'm from near Martinford, but I didn't make it to that battle.
Oh,
Who are these phoenixes, and why are they treating us so kindly?
he walks by again
Oh my god!
and looks each of you in the eyes and walks away. Thanks, Space Colonizer.
Wait,
I'm
hold
amazed
on.
he can see through that.
I want to get a count real quick. So there's 5, there's 10, 15, 20. We got 25
Put it on the
rerolls.
plate real quick. I want to see that.
Yeah, make it
Yeah.
rain on the
And
bird.
that's not counting any of our
Yeah,
individuals.
including our own.
Oh yeah, well I guess some of us have
You
individuals.
got one.
You had
I
one?
should have had one.
Where the hell did you put it? It's
Was
like
it-
in
Did
there
you
now.
eat it?
It's in my Swiss Army butthole.
God.
I'm going to ask you to just hold on to that one.
The things chat misses in the hour before
I
we
think
go
you
on.
knocked one off the thing.
All right.
All the rerolls.
All right, those should be divisible by 3. Probably
Damn.
Chance ended up in there.
Sure.
But whatever, I'll let you have it.
All right.
Because I'm feeling very generous with the one redraw because you guys desperately need it.
Man, I'm on.
How we doing on that straw poll?
How is he surviving in that helmet, that thing? I don't understand.
He's a phoenix. The phoenixes have
Yes, but-
different physical needs.
Where does he live? Like, where is he from that those would be his needs?
Yeah, I think that's pretty clear right now then.
I think we're all new to this place, so I have no more information than you.
Wait, what the?
Is he a Durant?
Are
I
you
don't feel like
serious?
he's a Durant.
What's happening?
That's unacceptable. That's
I told you you're gonna
What is?
Thanks for the follow, Centaur.
all right. Hi, Synthork. Welcome to whatever the hell is happening right now. All right. You know what, guys? You're getting a hybrid name.
What? What?
The judge
I am
told
Prius?
Zach, I am
The Defying
Huh?
I am
Judgments?
partially joking on that.
Are you? Well, are,
The
did you put it in there?
Defiant?
I did, but
Defying,
no.
the Defying Judgment.
Yeah,
is
are there
not
that many?
good.
It'll
Judge
it'll be
Fiennes?
like the subtitle, like very small next to their thing.
It's like Ghostbusters answered the call.
Yes, exactly.
great.
So you guys are the Defiant McWingface. What? Because Wingy Wingface got more votes than either of the actual
Why
options.
why did you allow write-ins?
I'm very
No, he
upset
did. He
about
put
this.
that in there. And he got more votes than any of the things put together.
I can dramaturge that.
Hey,
Thanks for following along.
1,000
I do not endorse our subtitle.
All right, well,
Nick
Blythe's going to
Wingface.
choke to death. Okay. So you guys are, chatting and having your introductions and whatever in the tavern, and just no. Somebody and an attendant walks in and is like, "Can he talk? Is that what's happening here? Because he's just whatever." The marshal wants to see you.
Please, Marshal.
I better let her introduce herself.
Oh dear.
Come with me.
Lead the way.
Oh dear.
All right.
All right.
So he leads you through Pyre, and you go up into a tower, and you go through a winding staircase, and you enter an office. It's not very large. All of the walls are mostly lined with weapon racks, but next to it there is a smaller shelf that contains several books on it.
Like
And-
3 books.
No, it's filled. It's just a smaller bookcase. Can you please take a seat? She'll be in a moment.
Certainly.
I walk over to the window and lean up against the wall.
I stay towards the
Such a
back of
douche.
the room.
Good job following orders, guys. So you sit there for a few minutes, and you hear kind of like a scuffling, like people trying to get out of the way of something. And in walks basically an 8-foot-tall werewolf person who has to duck down a little bit to get into her office, and sits at the chair behind the desk table.
My bracelets have already blinked and become basically huge brass knuckles. And I punch the phone. I'm like, what are you doing here?
Excuse me?
You heard me. What are you doing here?
This is my office, and I have asked you to be here as our newest wing. And so I would appreciate it if you put your fists down and let me see what I have to say so we can all be done with this a lot sooner.
I'm not doing anything you tell me to do.
Marshal, I think what my wingmate means to say is that this is all very new for us, and
You don't know what I mean to say.
what my wingmate means to say
Why are you winking at me?
is we'd love to hear what you have to say.
You will understand your place, or you're going to be going through your crucible real fast.
Oh, yeah. I'm very scared. You gonna do it again? You gonna kill me again? How many more
Excuse
times?
me?
How many more times?
What's your name?
Scar.
I don't understand
You
what
gave these to me.
Are you going to explain?
In what you call a crucible, I fought a beast that looked just as you for 100 years.
I went through some crucibles and fought a beast that looked like myself at one point. Phoenixdom is weird.
So I just accept that?
You can accept it, or we can end this right now. And let me tell you, it's only going to take a quick backhand for you to be sent through your crucible again. Is that what you want? If not, I would suggest you sit down and shut up, because I have a mission for you, and I will not tolerate this.
I look around the room and survey the weapons racks and
Don't even think about it. There is a reason they're in my office.
Perhaps this is a battle to be fought another time.
I go,
and the brass knuckles become bracelets again. And I sit down like a real sad boy.
Spectre slightly is closer to the door.
Don't think you're going anywhere. Also, somebody dropped this off for you, and there was a wolf on fire. I don't know what that was about. He got out of my way real fast in the hallway, which is weird because he's a wolf on fire. But, all right. Thank you, Firewolf. Bye, duh.
Thumbs up to everybody.
The Lord of Saving Throw has
man,
departed our
the
company.
myth.
All right, now we can get to the real game, guys.
All right, great.
Brings him back.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! We weren't watching porn. What? It was weird stuff too.
There was wolves
Rule
on fire and
34.
everything.
Yeah, why do you think we
Twitch
have that
only
other
game
screen we can
button.
all see now if not for watching porn while we game? Obviously. Anyway. So I am told you are called the Defiant McWing Face. Don't worry, we had a not awesome name in my wing as well. We have a mission for you. As you've probably noticed, a lot of our wings have been here for quite some time and are looking a little less than human. Not to say that you're all exactly perfectly what is happening over here. Are you paying attention?
But of course.
Anyway, we have been fighting the Dread for a long time, and things have been pushed back. Things have been getting a lot more quiet, but we want to make a full assault on the Dread and hit it where it resides. However, to do this, we need the cooperation of the various townships and cities throughout the land to make this happen. We need supplies, we need people, we need their support.
You guys need a lot of things.
I need you to shut your mouth. Since you look a little less horrific than most of us walking around here, we've decided you are best suited to go on some diplomatic missions, although I am severely thinking about that right now. Be that as it may, you're our best shot of being able to go out and have these discussions with some groups that are not sure about how they feel at the Phoenixes and if they'll throw in their support. Your first mission is going to be to an Alolan city that has a name that I wrote down somewhere.
I fully believe
So I
it has
wouldn't
a name.
forget it. You're going to Cartasia. Cartasia is a trading hub. It is a very wealthy city. They feel that they are cut off from the Dread and are safe behind their walls and with their supplies, but we could use their supply lines. We need you to go and convince their council to work with us.
I don't know that the Defiant going to Cardassian is the best idea. There are probably better people to be going.
Well,
This is not an
The
option.
Defiant and the Cardassians do not have a good history.
Would this be something that my character would have had connections to?
Probably because they're a major trade hub. So even if you weren't in there, you would have known about Cartasia.
Okay.
I mean, they're like the biggest trading hub in the entire
Okay, so yeah,
world.
she definitely would have had some dealings.
and there's,
Mhm.
there's
It's connected
5
to,
lights.
and it's connected to Alona.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 5 lights.
I only see 4.
No, there's 5. There's 5
I'm
lights.
pretty sure that
No, there's 4.
There are no lights, and there'll continue to be no lights until you go, and then there'll still probably not be any lights except for you imploding and going back to your crucibles.
Marshal
My family's-
and my wingmates, I realize I've not made a great first impression on you all. My enthusiasm, this is just the greatest purpose that I've ever had in this life or another. And I understand military chain of command. I understand the common people, and I have served the Empire faithfully. And I assure you that we will do our best as a wing to make sure that the Empire's goals are pushed forward.
Can I
Are
kill
we over with this now?
Is this?
Marshall? Can I
Alright.
kill him?
Yeah. Can we send him through the crucible again? Maybe he'll come back a little smarter.
It may happen in the course of things. I've seen some weird shit. But for now, like I said, you're a little less horrific than the rest of us. And we're hoping that that will help you with your discussions and they'll be a little more accepting. Hey, ex-danger!
I think she is saying that we should rely on my natural charm and beauty to get us through this thing.
I
That's
don't
what you
recall
heard.
saying any of that.
Pretty sure that's what she meant.
My family traded with Cartasia. Our winery did big business there, supplying the Empire with our wares. I don't see why.
I may have connections there as well.
Why did I accept this post?
Wine and diplomacy. This sounds like a wonderful mission. We accept.
Good, because you don't have a choice.
Even better.
Go to the Imperial Flame, and they are going to transport you as close as possible to Cartasia. They are going to send you to one of the major hub cities in Alona, and you will have to walk through to there, but it's a very short travel.
How are they going to transport us?
You'll find out.
I hear there's a flame keeper whose name is Miles O'Brien, and he will transport us to Cardassia.
It's a good cog. I like that cog. Miles O'Brien.
Welcome to the show.
Table flip. Go report to Miles and get out of my office.
Miles.
It's canon
It
now.
feels a little long.
Yeah, you did it.
I can't give you any more sparks now. You're already full up. Nothing's happened yet. Unless you want to give me one to give you back.
Enjoy the rerolls.
Good.
I guess
Fucking
miles,
God.
like distance traveled.
Yeah. If you have any questions, I don't really care, but you can ask them right now and then go. They're having a big ball, I guess partially in your honor because they know you're coming, but they also really like throwing balls. And you should be there on some kind of time.
Let's go. I'm tired of this place.
Are there going to be any
Smells
scubby
like
at this
wet
ball?
dog.
It's a trading hub. There's a chance of anything being there.
Okay.
Is that going to be an issue?
No.
That sounds like there's going to be an issue.
Definitely, right?
Rather.
Yeah.
That's-
I'm
Feel
okay.
good about this at
Actually,
all.
that'll be a good thing.
Everything's going so well anyway. So,
All right, so do you guys head to the Flamekeeper?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Are you gonna do Miles
I don't
O'Brien?
remember how Miles talks.
Well, he kind of, he was kind of vaguely, well, he is Irish, actually.
I'm not doing that. So you get to the Imperial Flame, and it's the same thing that spat you out. It is a big, giant fucking column of fire. It does not look inviting. Around the room, you see various candles that are going kind of on and off in different sequences. And that's actually the communication between the various Aries. That's how they're able to talk to each other. Like smoke signals, I guess. So you head up, and Miles comes up. Oh, you're the Defiant McWingface?
I'm pretty sure you can just call us the Defiant.
Yeah.
No. I have to be very particular on who I send through, and I have to have the full name.
Well,
Defiance.
I mean, yeah, technically, I think it would say on our AD.
On the paperwork here, it says Defiant McWingface.
How about you just say the Defiant and
yeah.
the rest is silent?
All right,
Yep.
Defiant McWingface.
How about Defiant M?
The McWing face is a silent McWing face.
So Defiant McWingface. I'm going to send you through to a city in Alona. It's going to be very close to your destination. So please, one by one, if you will step into the fire.
Wait, do what?
I'll go first.
Into the fire.
And
Yeah, you go
Vigil,
first.
Vigil just makes a beeline for it.
Yeah, see?
Spectre just walks in.
And yeah, everybody's getting teleported into ash.
Well, here we go.
I actually do not have all day.
Yeah, I'll go through.
I approach, just hand in, out, in, out. Fuck it.
So it is the worst teleporter system ever, where you are burned entirely into ash, and then reconstituted from said ash and spit out of the fire in the Alolan city.
Oh God! What was that? Why would we do that?
You have a flamekeeper standing on the side, like,
No, I mean, I've read about this for years. I never thought I was going to experience
Why?
it myself.
Why?
You would think that after being around for as long as you have, the Phoenix would come up with a better way to transport people.
Wait, you guys felt
One that
that?
doesn't hurt.
oh, you guys are new, aren't you?
Brand new. This is our first day.
Can you just not make it so obvious?
I mean, we're the devoted McWing fate. The Defiant?
The Defiant.
Defiant McWing fate. Defiant. The Defiant.
Well,
yeah.
the
the
Defiant.
paperwork
Oh,
here
I
says Defiant McWingface.
It's a silent McWing face.
Listen to Scar.
I don't
Scar,
think that's a thing.
It is.
That's
Scar
not a
knows
thing.
the score.
100% is.
I don't think that's a thing.
Definitely is.
Unless you want a skill
Doris,
check
you
and tell
okay?
me it's a
Are
thing.
My
I wanna
nipples caught
tell
on
you
fire.
it's a thing.
Well, along
How do I
with
do
the
this?
rest
All right,
of you.
all right.
You
You want to convince him that this is a thing, that McWing face being silent is a thing?
Yes.
All right, then let's do that. So
How
what
do
have you
I-
got on there?
How do I do that?
Okay.
Wow.
You
that's
wanna-
beautiful.
What are
It's
your
time.
thing? You have lore.
Yeah, I have lore.
She's
So-
really good at deception.
I
Yeah,
also have
deception, yeah.
deception and lore.
All right, so it depends on if you want to deceive this person or if you want to decide that this is actually like the lore of the world and you read it in a book somewhere.
This is the lore of the world, and I read it in a book somewhere.
All right.
Okay.
So what I'm going to need on your thing, does it say that it's a grace spread, an intellect spread, or both?
Trying to think.
On
For
skills.
Skills, yeah. In a skill spread, intellect. I
Alright.
believe it says you may use intellect cards in a skill spread.
So it's just
as well.
intellect cards, so go ahead and pull your 6 cards since you get an extra card.
This is-
All right. Well, you can look at them.
Okay.
It's not a secret. So make me the highest spread that you can.
Of all intellect cards?
Yeah, I think it's up to a certain number.
You
think
should be
skill
able to
spreads are
use.
I think it's up to 3.
You should
Can
be
you
able to use one
only
card that is
spend,
not intellect.
If you
The
use
strength
one or more
or
of your specialties in a
intellect or
skill spread,
whatever,
add
or-
5.
It depends on what it says on the card.
So you get 5 to start with because you're using
Does it
lore.
say?
Well, this says you
Okay.
may use strength cards in a skill spread.
Um,
I thought, I think we were playing it, or I always thought it was skill spreads or any cards you want.
No, it's actually dependent on which one it is. You get a +5 to it, but some people have like I think a mix.
Yeah,
I
I always
get-
felt like you could have 3 like just number cards, and then you could augment with traits and stuff.
Yeah, I mean
Right.
you can definitely
Yeah.
augment with traits.
It says
Um,
if you use one or more of your specialties in a skill spread, add 5 to the total. You
Yep.
may use intellect cards.
Right. So, you've
So
got a base
basically,
5.
you can do intellect cards. You can do up to 3, and you add a +5 to that.
Okay.
And then you should be able to use
And
one of
then
your cards
any-
that is not intellect as an intellect
Yeah,
card.
any of your trait cards that has flavor text like this, if you can make it work for the circumstance, you can add that as well.
Yeah, you have to convince me of how that trait card works, though.
Yeah, neither of these are. Okay. So,
Put them on the card there.
So,
What's your total?
16.
8.
Sorry.
Did you say
Let
16?
her math. Let her math.
Yeah, 16 total.
Okay. Well, he believes you. But it's wait, was that lore of the world?
Yeah.
Okay, if that's a lore, that's a big thing. He believes you, but he also thinks it's a regional thing. So, yeah, I've heard that, but the McQueen pace being silent, I think, is only in the northern regions.
Well, we are definitely not coming back to this region again. Good day, sir.
Where are you headed? Do you need any directions?
Oh,
Cartesia.
Cartesia, yes.
Okay. Just keep walking south. You can't miss it. Big city. Big city. So, hopefully you're leaving.
Yeah.
So you start heading south towards the city of Cartesia. From this view, though, on this particular area, you can kind of see all of Alona, and you kind of get a sense of all the cities. And it's very dense with cities, a lot of things going on. Off in the distance, you can see towards the area you're heading. You can also see Martinford. So Martinford was the first city to fall during the assault from the Dread. For some reason, while everything else seems to be kind of built, regrowing, I mean, it's been a year of things calming down. The Phoenixes have kind of beat back the major part of the Dread. Martinford still looks like a ruined, burnt-out city. So you can see it from this angle as you continue towards Cartesia. So you guys gonna keep heading on the path along down to Cartesia, and like I said, you kind of see it like on the horizon as you're walking towards Cartesia, and it almost looks like, even though it's been a dead city for a while, like almost like it's still smoldering
Well,
somehow.
Vigil is lagging way the fuck behind everybody else and is obviously focused on Martinford.
Yeah.
To the point where he stops, actually, at one point.
You would do best to catch up. We have a mission.
No, I know. It's just,
Shouldn't be that way.
shouldn't be that way at all, right?
Things die. Sometimes they come back.
But,
Sometimes they don't.
but Martinford
Sometimes
was,
dead is better.
Man's hot.
You weirdo, get back in the trees. Sometimes that's better.
And then he just slinks back into the trees with a pipe.
Wait, and then pops his head back up.
So for some reason I decided he has a pipe.
A man's hot. Estonia.
No, he doesn't do that.
He does.
Unless you have a spread that says he does it, he doesn't.
Okay.
This is my table.
But Fred Gwynn in the film Pet Cemetery explicitly says that line.
I'm sorry, are you the last flamekeeper?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't know, am I?
No.
Look,
Do you have an identity crisis,
I
Vigil?
do, yes. Vigil has no idea what he sounds like. So get ready for that.
I know this accent
That's
may
exciting.
change
Yeah.
sometime.
Look, no, I mean, the Marshal said we had to be there somewhat on time. Look, it's just right over there.
We have to be there on time.
She said a time.
They're
That's
throwing
a big window.
balls at us. Why don't we go right now?
To Martinford?
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
quite picking
I
up what you're
agree.
laying down, buddy. Sorry.
I need to see what that's about.
What do we need?
That's-
Do we really need to see Martinford
It
now?
used to be a beautiful city. and
It's
now
going to take
still
you a
smoking.
long way
Now
out of
there's
your
a
way. I'll
bird
tell you
on
that
us.
much that geographically, it's far enough away that you're probably going to have a little trouble reaching it and also make it to a ball.
Okay, I would like to form a diplomacy spread to try to convince him at least to go with us.
Well, I guess we're going to be duking it out for the leadership spread.
Oh, Jesus. But please continue.
All right. So that's base 5 right there. We're using intuitive, so that's 10.
All right, what does it say on intuitive?
It's just plus 5 in a skill spread.
Okay. Any skill spread?
I believe so, right?
Yeah, it just says in it.
Okay.
It has about, yeah.
So 10, and then I can do 16 all told.
Also, do we start a discard pile for these things?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's
Keep track of them.
that's
Otherwise
my
things end
diplomacy
badly.
spread.
16?
Doros, you have to understand. I mean, if you had a chance to visit the place that you died and you saw that it had turned into a piece of shit, wouldn't you be a little bit concerned about that? Like somehow somebody had desecrated your grave? And on top of that, that said grave was also once a thriving, vibrant community. I've got my metaphors mixed up. It would mean a lot to me if we could go just for a moment or two. I realize it takes us out of our way.
I have, what is that, 10, 15, how many do you have?
16.
16.
Shit.
You can use redraws to get more stuff out of your hand, too.
Yeah.
Don't forget. Also, what
We
did you
have
what did you
so
throw down
many.
for your trait?
Seasoned veteran. He's using his, skills as a leader, who, which he clearly is not, to sort of, take command here.
Okay, that gives you another 5 then.
We have a mission to accomplish. Martinford is very far away. It's going to take us days to get there and to I don't know, observe your passing. We can do it afterwards, after we have accomplished what we are out here to do. Your personal desires don't figure into this.
Listen, the dead stay with you wherever you go. You don't need to be physically there with them. It is going to be fine.
We're all dead. I say we go check it out.
Your spread was considerably higher. Enough to.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We'll come back. They always come back.
Sometimes they come back.
So many Stephen
Mostly.
King references. This is the
Is that
Stephen
what we're
King
doing
wing.
today? Yeah. the Stephen Wing, the King Wing.
Ooh,
The King Wing, yeah.
King Wing.
You guys missed out on a golden
God
opportunity.
damn
It's
it.
too late. You're the Defiant.
The
And in the north, the silent McWing face. In the south, totally McWing face.
Hey, at least I got to where the north they won't say it.
Yeah.
The Wing of the North.
All right.
Some fun canon to remember.
So-
That continuity's gonna be fun.
So you guys go ahead and you continue on the path towards Cartasia, and as you can see,
He's still lagging behind, by the way. Just saying.
the city that is unfolding before you is it just looks opulent. It's obviously a trade hub. You can see a lot of travel on the roads, going in and out, a lot of carts, a lot of vibrancy and movement happening. As you walk through the streets, the people seem a little confused by your presence. Some people are okay with it, and they're like, oh, hey, that's pretty cool. I haven't seen that before. And you've got some people who are like, I'm not sure if I like this. You got like little kids. They're just like, mommy, look. He waved at me. Did you see mom? Mom.
Vigil, maybe you should keep to yourself.
We are here to establish a Phoenix presence. Our job is to be a symbol of hope for these people.
Yeah. So how are you guys walking
We're
through?
not heroes.
Sort of, what kind of stance are you taking as you walk through here?
For just today, we are going to have to be.
We could be heroes just for one day. Yes. God damn it! I can't give you sparks, man. I can't.
Very
Oh,
good.
wait.
Please tell me you're doing the side-by-side hero walk, all four of
One of them falls in a trash can though, because we're actually doing Mean Girls. Yeah, he falls in a loaded trash can.
Yeah, no, I just kind of elbow him a little
You're like
bit.
just happy to be here. I'm okay.
I accept this.
So how are you guys approaching it? It's obvious that these are more the working folks, a lot of the traders, there's a lot of storefronts, there's a lot of, like I said, a lot of activity happening. It's obvious that this is a major hub city.
Spectre walks tall, but she's constantly scanning for ways out. Constantly just like keeping a lay of the land of, do I need to, like, how can I get out of here? How can I, like, in the event of an attack, how can things...
Just looking for an exit.
Basically just don't die.
From this
Again.
game too.
And
Right
I'm
there.
shoegazing.
Right there.
Just
No,
spinning,
it's never there. There's no
spinning my
exit.
bracelet from home and just staring at the ground as I walk along with you guys, mostly just keeping pace.
Standing tall, erect, head up, eyes front, headed towards the center of the city, I guess.
Yeah. They definitely have a central hub.
And once he gets out of the alone in trash can, he follows Doros's suit.
All right, so you guys approach, and there's a giant center building. It's got beautiful, like, columns outside, lots of carvings. It's very ornate. There's a couple of big golden doors. And you walk up, and there's a couple of posted guards outside, and they look at you and, you're the Phoenixes, right? Right, the Defiant Wing. We don't say the McWing face part here because we're in the north.
You just said it. I mean,
Yeah. Oh.
It's fine.
Okay. The council is expecting you. I guess go in. And they go ahead and they push open one of the doors for you.
I do this little star step as the big doors open. Like, no, it's fine. I'm fine.
Is he?
He's fine.
Okay.
He has a thing for doors.
He just
Like
appreciates.
a sexual thing?
No.
I'm pretty sure my friend here said don't worry about it.
But that's like my job
Just-
because I'm a guard.
The council is expecting
guard.
us.
Yeah. Well. Oh yeah. I opened the door, so I mean you can go in.
Let's go in.
All right.
Can you hit pause real quick?
Yeah.
sorry.
Actually.
I had a feeling I'd be able to wait longer, but
All
I
right. Is
Can
any?
you bring me some to...
Hey, Flippin' Frankie!
Flip Frankie!
All right, this is a good time now if anybody wants a restroom break, because I do.
Go for it.
All
Are
right.
we do? Oh, what are we doing?
All right. Talk about things that are awesome that you like and you do.
Plugs.
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 I can plug.
Talk about
Oh,
any kind of
God,
plugs,
lots of
except for the
plugs.
inappropriate type.
Well, Wednesday is
Talk
Miss
about those
Adventures.
With tails on them?
Whoa.
Wednesday,
Yes, please talk about all of that and then recap when I get back. Ew.
Wednesday,
Oh,
Miss Adventures.
follow
Watch
up?
more crazy
Yes.
Britishness and Harry Potter things. And you just saw Wolfman on camera. What are you doing?
I'm doing a very bad job of not getting seen on camera, so I'm
You
deciding.
really are.
I've decided to lean into it.
Own it.
Wolfman
Own it.
exists.
I'm just leaning into it.
He exists.
Is that the alcoholic cream soda again?
I
Is that
took
one
what
of
I
them?
was handed.
Oh.
Because that shit was delicious.
No, it's the pills.
Pills.
The pills.
So Harry Potter things? You
Oh
probably
yeah,
noticed
yeah,
that?
Miss Adventures, Wednesday at 8 p.m. It's going to actually become weekly now because Lost Brigade just ended. R.I.P. Sadness. It may return, we don't know. Or, ominous things. Miss Adventures is Harry Potter RPG. It is with Mac. It is with me. It's with Talene as the DM, and she's great. And Terry, and Megan, and occasionally Jordan, because he's been around a lot lately, even though it is our all-ladies stream. You guys can watch that. It's great. It's wonderful. And you can also watch me on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. on Geek and Sundry on AXYB, where we argue Telltale games and argue which letter you should vote for. And that's my plug for things. He's been on that.
Yes, it was a delightful time. It's
It
a
was
wonderful
wonderful. We have a full cast now, and I'm kind of sad that I have to be Y all the time.
Hey, if you like cartoons from the 80s, there's a podcast called Knowing's Half the Podcast where we talk about
G.I. Joe.
that's the one, G.I. Joe. But also we're starting to branch out into other cartoons. We just did Sailor Moon this week. We had Ian McCarty on.
Dang.
And that was a fun time.
That's real cool.
Check that out, among other things.
Nice. And then I am going to big up a couple friends of mine. In the first season, I showed off a minifig that I designed on my friend's website, Hero Forge, where you can design minifigs and they 3D print them and send them to you. They just started a new Kickstarter for their Chibi-Fi.
The Chibis, yes!
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
they're
looking so
real
excited.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
You can make super adorable versions of yourself, your friends, any persona you really want. And they print full color. They have they make charms, which is really cool.
What is this?
Little keychains. My friend's
Custom Hero
Chibis.
Forge.
Yeah, Hero
Oh.
Forge. Sky Castle is the umbrella, and they now just started Chibi-Fi. The Kickstarter is up right now.
Oh, that's rad.
And then also,
I want a Hero Forge mini, actually.
they're amazing.
Yeah.
I have another one on the way.
I have one designed. I haven't ordered it.
And then my good friend Toli has a public alpha up for his game Defend the Cake. It's a strategery game where you defend cake. So check it out at defendthecake.com.
Do you get to eat it after you defend it?
The cake's not real.
The cake is a lie? God. It's the first
I'm
time I've ever
sorry.
heard of cake being a lie.
I know. We're so original here on the Dawn Command.
How many times do you want your character to die? How many times? What's happening? Things are happening. I don't know. Stuff.
But yeah, so check out Defend the Cake. Check out the public alpha. If you like it or don't, give feedback and help them improve the game. And yeah, that's what I got for now.
Oh.
Hi, the Joker for
Oh.
show.
What up?
I don't like good things, so I have nothing good to discuss.
Mass Effect.
Jury's out for me, I gotta say. I'm not even really that far into it yet. I enjoy it. It's definitely a Mass Effect game.
That's so
I
Mass
seriously played for like maybe an hour.
But there's something about it that's not sitting right just yet. I will say that the Nomad is way fucking better than the Mako, though.
Oh, I can actually drive it.
Yeah, right?
I can actually control it and get places effectively. Like, I normally...
That's not a spoiler. That's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I normally hate driving in games, and I'm waiting for certain things to clear so that I can walk more. But I'm actually, like, finding it relatively easy to maneuver. I'm still no better than Shepard was at driving. But I can get out of situations a little faster than I could before. Whereas the Mako is just, I don't want, no.
I
Alright.
actually have a fun story about the Mako. But I have also a mouthful of almonds, which is weird because I never get to eat on this show because I'm always wearing teeth. But not today.
It's good to be the Marshal.
I probably will wear them again in the future
You
for
should.
reasons. I made one of my friends because of the Mako.
Really?
We were talking about Mass Effect. I met her for the first time. We were talking about it. And she was stuck on the same mission that I had been in the first game. You're on a...
Was
ice-
it Pharos or Novaria?
It was an ice planet.
Novaria.
Yeah.
And you have all of like the guest dudes like running at you and you're supposed to shoot them. And I'm like, I can't fucking do this. And so I just ran them over.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
my
everyone's
favorite part
advice I
about the
ever
Mako.
give is just run them over.
Yeah.
But that's how I made a friend because she's like, I can't get by them. I'm like, run them the fuck
Run 'em
over.
Like even the
And-
Juggernauts, if you just hit them a couple of times, man, they're fine. Anyway,
So
sorry.
that was our thing was
All
we
you-
became friends because I told her run them the fuck over. That was the kind of the theme for our friendship is just run them the fuck
You don't
over.
even have to kill them. All you have to do is get to your next load point, and then you don't have to worry about them ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're for some reason stuck on a Mako part in the first game, literally just drive past them. Don't even worry about
See
it.
how many you can hit. Just imagine it's like a road rage game and you just try and run them all over. It's
Yeah.
pretty brilliant.
Now I will say that what
It
was
works.
the oh god, the little flying thing in 2.
Or it was downloadable content. It was
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't
that
play
was
that.
that was
I preferred actually planet scanning. It was a little annoying, but kind of satisfying when the controller goes.
It's back.
It is, in a way.
It's back.
I kind of liked it in a weird, like, should be boring, but isn't boring way.
It's a version.
To be honest, it just gave me a way to avoid responsibility. Because Mass Effect 2 is a super stressful, like emotionally stressful game. Same with Mass Effect 3. I was just emotionally stressed out the whole time. So every time I needed to just relax, I would be like, all right, just scan some things.
Here's
It's fine.
my impression of the Mass Effect series. First one is space opera, all the way. Second one is one of the Bourne Identity movies, essentially. It's a spy thriller.
No,
To
this is.
Defiant McWing face.
No, this has always been the
Defiant
drinky.
McWing.
This is the drinkiest game, and I don't intend to give that up.
Nope.
Okay.
My first game, I brought in a bottle of mead. Last game, I
Sauce.
brought in a bottle of mead.
Yeah.
Next
Today,
year in Halfsbridge.
No bottle of mead. But
We still have a crap
I am
ton of liquor
continuing
left in
a
the wedding.
tradition though. So this game slot has always had tall boys.
Well, when
Ever
we send out
since,
my apartment
Dark
building
Sun.
Viking funeral style, you should bring it over. But that's another story for another time.
Yep, more things.
Okay.
Game on.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys enter the hall, and you enter into you go down a small hallway. Again, it's opulent. There's standing flames. So you got like these really beautiful ornate racks that have just like flames that are lighting this hallway. And you go into the main ballroom area. It's all skylights, and it's just all this beautiful light filtering in. There's rows and rows of tables of food and wine. Everything again is very opulent. Even the people are dressed very, very opulently. You'll notice, since you all have kind of traveled around a bit, there's people from everywhere here. This is not just Alonins. These are people from Scavia. You've got some people even from the outer Grimwald, probably not the deep Grimwald, because that's more where you get the nomadic tribes that I don't know anything about because my character last season totally wasn't one. What's happening? People are saying words. And again, it's just everything seems very rich and delightful. But there are 5 people that seem super, super noticeable to you, and these are the members of the council. They just seem like their outfits are a little brighter, a little more opulent. They're dressed, they're all dressed in white, and they all have like accents of gold on their outfits, and they just seem to kind of somehow stand out. So if you can go ahead and put those folks on the dice cam. Those are things that I drew, which maybe that's not a good thing, but I drew them anyway.
They're so cute.
You're
Very
a good
nice.
drawing person.
Yeah, you are. I like
Okay, so what I'm going to let you guys do, against my better judgment,
Us?
Uh-oh.
yes,
Okay.
I'm going to let you
I
name
see
them.
these blank
However,
spaces here.
chat, what I would like you to do is determine what each of them might be good at. If so each of them is going to have a stat, like maybe a +2 in charm or endurance or whatever you feel like that might seem like a fun thing at some point. So if you guys want to go ahead and each take one, and I'll let the chat name one too. So if we can get some names from the chat, and we'll go from there.
They're all Elonian, correct?
These people are, because they are from the main city and they've been overseeing everything. So here, have some markers that you can write things with, because that's what markers
flavor do you
do.
want?
I want the closest to purple, which is blue.
Yes, fight over the colors. Oh, damn it. And then there's that dude. So chat, if
That's right.
And then
Chad,
Picard.
if you can
Chat
throw out a
knows.
couple of names, and I'll decide which one I like the best. Because it's not a democracy, I'm going to pick.
Oh, are we not naming them?
You're naming 4 of them, and then the chat gets to name the last one. And then I need some traits that the chat thinks are interesting. Like I say, it could be endurance or charm or whatever you think might be maybe useful. I won't say why.
So we should put that down?
No, the chat will figure that out. Just write names. Just write a name. That's all you get to do. The
That's
rest
all I
you are
did.
banned from doing.
That's all I did.
And if you are a Patreon subscriber and you would like whatever the hell these are, you will have them available to you for download.
Gwent. Nice.
I get that reference.
I don't know anything about card games, just in general. I don't.
It also just sounds cool, let's be real.
That's true. Well, it just sounded you make if you had like a little bit too much alcohol.
All right, we'll let this go for another
Half an hour.
Yes, half hour. I'm just killing time at this point because I know what I'm doing.
Chat, you have 2 minutes. Go.
This is have a giant fucking.
we
Oh my
were
god, 2
real
minutes is
similar here.
too long with this chat.
You have a minute and a
Real
half.
similar here.
Well, they're from the same region, so of course they're gonna
Ariana?
have kind of similar names.
Well, Ariana and what
Guys,
did you say?
only if it's
Arteme?
only if
Arteme?
it's the
Yeah.
twin brother guys. That last one, only if no.
They don't know what I'm writing, so I'm
Tomax?
just doing these as they
Zaymon?
come.
Oh, okay, well one of them is no because we already had that character and he's doing other things.
Bob, not Bob.
Oh wait, okay, now I see. God damn it! You guys are the worst. What? What does that even mean?
So I'm assuming
I
there's
like
kind of
Mareva.
an awkward record scratch
Scratcher.
as we come into the room and everybody's kind of like.
Does she?
She's got that side eye. The
She-
side eye game
Alright,
is so
well-
strong.
Oh,
Yeah, so you
Does
guys
she
walk
run,
in.
like alcohol distilleries though? Cantor? Decanter?
Well,
No,
while
she
they're
sings in
writing all
the-
of their crazy,
yeah,
why don't you,
synagogue.
Exactly.
guys, hello,
Sorry.
hi. What names did you write on cards?
I wrote Arteme.
Okay.
I wrote Ariana Gwent.
This handsome fellow in the middle is Vedic Win.
Okay.
And this fine specimen is Mareva Cantor.
Sure. That all
I
works
hardly
for me.
know her.
You
Well,
can't
okay.
her.
So you notice as you.
Dada!
Okay, chat, now stop.
All right, chat, we're done.
Jesus Christ.
Chat, we're done.
Yes, hang on.
I don't think I want to know.
I'm gonna catch up to the chat at that
Oh,
point,
gosh.
and then I'm gonna stop. So,
Okay.
Okay, I'll let you finish that. So
Yes.
as you guys walk into the room, people look at you, but they're also very well bred. So they're not going to stand and stare at you, but there's definitely kind of a hum of whispering around you. It's obvious that they're talking about you, but are not necessarily ready to actively approach you. However, the whispering does start to reach our council members, and you see them sort of start gathering towards the center, and they start walking towards you. Let's have the chat catch up, and we'll figure out what the other one's name is.
I'm done writing.
Okay, are we done?
Just go.
He doesn't even have any hair, guys. I can't name him that. All right, so
Obviously.
Here,
That's,
somebody- give me-
that's just the implications are
Nope.
disturbing.
nope, stop, nope, he's bald. Because I have picked another name, oops, and written on the table.
It's not like it's the first time.
So his name is Caligula.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, because we have it under the
Fancy.
deadline, can we have him Caligula Caesar? Because that actually was a suggestion.
I like that.
I like
all
that
the way
last
at the
name.
bottom.
Yeah, okay.
All the way at the
I'm
bottom.
for that. Alliteration's okay.
Sure.
Makes him sound like a supervillain, but that works.
We just
Okay.
missed the Ides
Kaiser
of March,
Sose.
so.
Well, Caligula Caesar, that was
Yeah.
his name.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The historical-
So, let's see how I want to break this down. So I'm going to give him,
Yeah.
I'm going to give him the +2 to square dancing.
Wow, literally breaking it down.
Does anyone
Okay.
know how to square dance?
I learned in middle school.
Okay, so he's got square
That was
dancing.
part of gym.
All right,
It was
I'm going to do
where?
this random. You guys
Fourth
pick
grade.
another one of those folks, and we're going to, somebody write on it.
Arteme.
That is, okay, that option's no.
+2 to
So
square
write down
dancing.
+2 deception.
Oh.
Vedic.
For the next one, write down +2 smithing.
Ooh.
What does that even mean?
Here, yeah.
Oh, no.
I
have the orange.
+2 versus the Smiths.
yeah, I didn't get enough things here, and
+5
some of
gets
these
more,
are
so no.
very.
So-
Well, okay. In that case, I'll go back on that. And not,
Yeah, are there? Yeah,
Oh, no,
I
this
need.
was
I've got
smithing.
4 more
Smithing
for
was
Okay, yeah, I
better.
need
Oh,
I need
sorry,
the
who's this?
pluses, not names because we've already named
Yeah,
everybody.
but so I'm gonna do.
I think
But
what I was
chat,
trying
you
to
can
figure out-
imagine that these other names are people that exist at this particular ball. If it makes you feel better about life.
Okay, so I got a few more here for you. Stand by, please.
Okay.
Standing by.
Talk amongst yourselves.
All right. So as these are coming through,
Sounds, noises.
you see that the council sort of gathers and they start coming forward towards you. And Mareva, who is the oldest of them, comes up and, oh, you've come to discuss with us. They said that you were coming and we've thrown this ball, which, well, we throw them about this time every year, but it also is wonderful to invite you here as well to enjoy the festivities with us.
We're honored.
We thank you for your hospitality. as you well know, we represent the Isle of Pyre and the Phoenix Dawn Command.
Yeah.
Are we called the Phoenix Dawn
Yeah,
Command?
we're just the Dawn Command,
Just
and
a-
where Phoenix is part of the Dawn.
It just-
Do you have some disagreement among
No,
yourselves?
no. He Doros is our leader, clearly.
We have.
Yeah, he has that look about him.
Well, thank you.
Does he?
As do you. You have the age and wisdom necessary, I see, to be an excellent.
Are you saying I'm
Good
an
one.
old young man?
Chris
You're
Pratt.
You're
A little
quite
bit of Chris
lovely.
Pratt with Owen Wilson.
That's it.
No one
That's
likes
what
a
it is.
kiss-ass young lady.
I'm just stating facts.
It seems sharp
Guys.
in a dangerous way.
Sure. Okay, one of these
Why
guys
did you say
has
that out
+2 fire breathing. Somebody write
I
it
feel
down,
like
or
Ariana-
else it
I
goes
feel like
away.
that's more
that's
Rainbow.
hers. That's
Here
definitely
we go.
hers.
And
breathing.
And Miss Gwent.
guys, really,
Find out what Gwent
Uh,
is good at.
I'm gonna do, and the last one is +2 alchemy.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's go with that. Because the others, while amusing, there's a reason I have asked for this information.
Hell apropos.
Would
All right.
you please read the list?
Okay, so our
do the
list,
butts.
just as an FYI for
do the
everyone,
butts.
is cryptic knowledge. Yes, one is butts. No. Homoerotic subtext.
Oh, please. Could that have been Ariana?
List making, accounting, fire breathing, apathy, and DS9 references.
That is a strong skill
Well, really,
set.
Caligula Caesar should have had the DS9 references, although he looks more like Picard than
Yes,
anyone.
well.
But yes.
I would have totally been down for homoerotic subtext, especially with Caligula Caesar.
Trust me, you guys will be
Well,
less
then-
happy with the goofy options when you find out why I was asking for this information. So sit
Yay!
down, shut up, and let the
Grim
council talk.
underpinnings.
There's your homoerotic subtext.
Oh gosh, it's over, guys. Stop.
Hey, Chet. Hey, Chet.
They're
I love
forbidden
you.
lovers.
I love you so much right now. But also, I'm not taking any of your
Phoenix just doesn't
suggestions.
pay attention to me anymore.
I know.
Um,
So much homoerotic subtext happening right now.
Sure. They all just seem like they're kind of into each other as they approach. Why not?
This
Sure.
polycule is
They spend a
really
lot of time in the
interesting.
council chambers together.
One of them is named Caligula.
Hey, it's all about consent and communication.
We're a very consenting community. And she's just like,
You okay, Dave?
I'm fine. How are you? Okay. Anyway, please.
so my understanding is that the Dawn Command sent you here to talk with us about something of importance, especially relating to our city and our trade routes.
Doros, fearless leader.
Of course. The fight against the Dread, as you well know, is an ongoing one, and we require the assistance of your community to perpetuate this fight. I don't know if you have been as far north as Mardenford, but even now it bears the marks of the Dread. And without your assistance, we fear that the entire region may soon be in jeopardy.
But we don't want to be like Mardenford. That's why we've kept to ourselves and we've rebuilt. And we really don't know that we want to get involved. The council is mixed on this, but it is. We'd like to keep everybody alive, and we welcome everybody. We're a trade hub, and as you can see, we can afford a lot of protections.
Yes.
The Dread
But the
really is
Dread
hardly
doesn't-
touched here.
The Dread doesn't care about extravagancies and protections. It will affect you no matter where you are. If it hasn't reached you yet, it will.
But the Dread
Without
has
your
been-
resources to help the fight against the Dread, it will eventually hit you. The best way to defend yourselves is by helping the Dawn Command fight off the Dread and keep you safe.
Well, the Dread has been pretty quiet through here, but we do hear rumblings, and we understand that Martinford is close, but
It's very close.
we really haven't been touched by it here.
It is
Yes.
fortunate for you that you have not been touched, but for other regions, you will see that while Martinford is still a ruin, places that have been touched by the Dread have been rebuilt. We are a resilient species, and
And yet
You're-
the summer shore still lays in ashes.
Okay. Give me a war spread, and give me a lore spread.
Do we get to draw more cards?
Yeah,
after
you
we-
can draw back up unless it's in combat, and that's a little different.
Yeah.
I have a strength card in me.
Remember, there's
Hold on.
10 million redraws here,
Hold on.
too.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to discard a card.
Ooh.
And you get a +1 to your spread.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice.
Just kind of lean in and like, thanks for mentioning
He's like, bro.
I got you.
Bro.
Bro.
Doros Vigil.
You are my bro.
You're fine.
Bro.
I'm
Something
gonna.
like I've decided
Oh, wait,
Vigil
no,
is
that's not
Russian.
what
I
I
don't know
meant
why.
to do.
Sure, I can do that.
It's
if you
probably
want.
because
Yes.
of Tecate. Somehow Tecate makes me Russian. What?
Because when I was stationed at Haddonport, we fought Dread.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna do
All
that.
right, you guys are throwing in all
That's
these?
not helping me. That helped me less.
That's right. Burn through those redraws, guys.
You only got like 20 now.
Burn them down. Burn it to the ground. Why are you drawing extra
yeah, you
cards?
making a spread?
You got a thing?
I'm thinking about it.
All right.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I got a 2. Inspiring, he's going to be trying to, sway them to feel a unity with all of humanity, all of the continent, and he's also not above making use of his size, his intimidation. He's 7 feet tall. He's a pretty big guy. You know,
So
he's
you're
sort of
going to
like-
try and physically intimidate this council?
not intimidate.
Or
In a
are
manner of speaking, yeah.
okay?
He's
Are you
too-
physically intimidating, or are you like showing like phoenixes are awesome and strong? Look
Yes.
at me.
We are here to protect you, and if you if you help us, we promise to keep you safe.
And how what was your spread? Total?
Ooh, thank you.
Thanks, Lupa.
Hey, what's up, Katie Comb?
19.
19. All right, and that was the
And
war spread,
does that
right?
include mine? The +1?
20.
So 20.
I
That's
can even bump it up
Nice.
more if you want.
no 20
Yeah,
is
20.
good.
All right.
But tell me, use your war experience as well as sort of that you've seen it before. So give me a little bit more on the war side if you're using that as your skill spread.
I was but a humble artist in the years before. I lived in a small village that was overrun by the Dread. The Red Marches, you know what happened there. For years, we fought them back. This small village, if scant 100 people, held back the Bone armies for years. I have seen the horrors of war, and I can tell you that with a strong heart, with a stout mind, you can repel them. We will help you fight them, and Mardenford will never again happen on this continent.
Well, I mean, we definitely don't want to look like Martinford. Because that place is garbage.
Glasses.
Well, it is now.
So 3, 5, 6 plus 5, so that's not very good. That allows me to draw a card.
I'm going to say that you convinced 2 of the council members to the Dawn Command. So if you'll go ahead and mark a little dot on 2 of those guys.
So now, Blythe, just so I understand, you're using Which skin?
She asked for lore, correct?
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
I asked for lore because I
5
figure.
plus 6,
Now,
so 11.
can you use cursed though somehow to?
It just allows me to draw another card, so
Okay.
I drew one.
Okay, yeah, cursed. Yeah, is definitely not going to help you here.
Okay.
But use lore. You have background knowledge of how the Dread has worked before, and how the history of this world.
Okay. So this is lore, so this is a 6. Or 11.
It's an 11.
It's not very high.
Josh, what are you gonna do? Just
Give me what you have to
Tell
say
a
about.
story.
Wait, we'll get to that in a second.
Okay. Because I might.
Tell me about the lore that has led you to believe that that the council should move in your favor.
I'm trying to think of whatever. Now it's like, oh god, what did I read?
It can be sort of a general thing about like how the Dread has affected.
The Dread
things and-
continues to spread. It's been spreading for years and years now, and Martinford is close to you. While they have not yet seen you as a priority in this war, they will eventually decide that trade is unnecessary once they realize that trade actually, hinders their efforts, once they realize that it helps people like the Phoenixes. They will come after you, and they will make sure your city lies in ruins, much like Martinford and the Summer Shore. They will not stop.
No.
Just because you think you are safe now does not mean you will be safe, say, even a year from now.
Now, give me an example of a city that's actually been saved by Phoenixes previously. That it's more than just Martinford falling because, they're trash.
Wow, keeps coming right back to that well.
Hey, that was out of
And
character.
when I moved
You're
in
like,
there, it was like
they-
a cool
they
neighborhood,
belong.
and then they put in some stupid restrictions, and all of a sudden
You can make up
They
any. It doesn't
deserve
have to
to
be
be
city specific,
cratered.
but
Yeah.
but tell me
They were
how the
trash
Phoenix
before,
has saved
more trash
another
now.
city. Doesn't have to
I-
be specific. We'll roll with it.
I come as a Shadowvar. I traveled to many places, but I stayed for a long time in Scavia. I saw many smaller cities saved by the Phoenixes. I watched as they brought them back to life after the Dread just wreaked havoc, and I was
Brought the cities
Amazed.
back to life, or
Yeah.
the people?
the cities.
Okay, I didn't know. You guys are weird looking, so maybe you have other powers.
No, just the cities. People. While there are ways.
talking about you.
I'm talking
dead.
about all of you. I'm old, but my hearing is still fine.
While the dead may
Like a
have
bat.
been laid to rest, the cities were able to flourish again, and it actually in many ways inspired me to continue helping them and continue trade through them to help fight this dread, to help spread information about what it was.
Sweet, another council member. Go ahead and put another mark. What are you going to do? Because I feel like this could go either way. Please continue.
So,
I'm going to have another sip of this delightful Tecate.
utilizing my fear skill specialty
Yeah.
to tell a very intense story.
Is it La Llorona?
Totally.
It's not that intense.
Sure.
And
There are worse.
also, traits can be
Agree to disagree.
modifiers.
Yeah, if you can explain to me why it counts. And what skill are you using a skill specialty?
Fear.
You're using fear, okay.
So,
that's a
right
5.
now, yeah, that puts me at, that's 9, 14 currently.
There was
And
a
so
Sorry, what
I
were
don't-
you at? What was your total?
with a green ribbon around the neck.
It was a yellow ribbon, all right? It was yellow.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a green
You tell a
ribbon.
very scary story.
It was a green ribbon in this region, sort of like we don't say McWing face because it's
But you
silent.
keep saying it. You say you don't say it, and then you say it out loud.
Look, we understand the cultures of the South, okay? We have to. We're a trade hub.
Just stay silent.
I understand that you guys think you're safe, but you have not seen the things we've seen. Are you familiar with the chant?
Well, it would be silly not to be.
I've seen entire cities brought to slave-ring mobs, killing each other, eating each other. My entire platoon, in a battle with the chant, was brought down by a murderous beast that could only be a part of the wave of dread.
Get a
you
plus
don't
one.
really understand what you're facing. And while I don't really understand what we're facing either, the one thing I've seen that can push it back is the Phoenixes. And I
Did you
think
just call
that
Varia the Dread? Awesome.
ruthless.
Ooh.
And I just put Saber on
I'm
top.
telling a little bit of a lie.
Blooded.
Ooh. All right.
But
So
I just-
plus to lying.
I also gave him +6 total on top of all that.
Holy shit. Okay, so that got stacked real fast because I was gonna be at 19. So
So
successful ruthless.
25.
Okay.
He didn't help me at all.
You didn't need it.
The politics of fear. It's so sad.
You see these scars?
You want to know how I got these scars? Let me tell you how I got these scars. I don't know why there was a
Flamekeeper,
list
go
there.
back home. What are you doing here? Just fades back into
Everybody, every NPC has a lisp. Continue.
As it should be.
It was in a battle against the Chant, and they're but one arm of the Dread. We still don't know what else they have in store. And we need your help to push them back. Without us, you're another smoldering crater.
Put a X on the other two. All right, so you guys have successfully swayed the council. While we don't want to go to war and we want to protect our citizenry, we understand that we are not immune to the Dread and that you are here to try and help us. And the least we can do is try and help the Dawn Command in return. However, so long as we are all here now as a show of good faith, please enjoy our ball. Please, I don't know if you eat and drink, if you can, but we invite you. We have full tables that are stocked. Please enjoy, and you can go back to the Dawn Command letting them know that you have our support.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you guys are able to go and move into the ball, and there's a lot of people there, and now that it's obvious you've talked to the council and they seem at ease, people are a lot more at ease. There's a little less whispering. You have people approach you. People are wondering about the Dawn Command. What's it like to be a Phoenix, and want to know more
it's
things.
the greatest thing ever. I mean,
Oh, tell me more.
and then he goes off for a while.
That's really boring. Tell me more.
Okay. It's just, all right. Okay, so you read about it in the scrolls. You read about it in the dispatches on the bulletin boards in the town, and it is a million times better than anything anyone could ever describe.
How did you become a Phoenix? Did you pick? I know you died, which is sad, and you died. But that seems like, but awesome, you came back. Like,
Right.
how did it work? How did it work?
Well, I mean, I was at the Battle of Mardenford.
Wait, no, Hardenford isn't the South. That's where they actually say McWing face out loud.
No, I know that. Mardenford, you know, up the road here.
Yeah, Mardenford, I know. Hardenford's
No,
weird.
it's a different place entirely.
Okay.
And I was trying to signal that the rest of my fellow soldiers should get ready and fight the bones, and then the bones overtook me, and that really probably wasn't so great. But then
that sounds like it sucks.
it did. But then
Okay.
then I was in the shadow world where I was trying to save everybody, and then the shadows overtook me, and next thing I knew, I was here. And
Here,
then-
like you just showed up at this ball?
No. We were
okay.
at Pyre, and there were people who were on fire,
What?
and there was half
What?
a shark man, and there was a giant walking suit of
Wait,
armor.
which half was the shark?
The front half.
The front half, but the back half is like person?
Yeah, it was
Wow,
weird.
wow,
Yeah.
okay.
Vigil, don't forget the part where when we go from place to place, we're incinerated and then reconstituted.
I
into
was
the
just
sky.
about to get to
Oh
that.
my god, did it hurt? Was it cool? Was it awesome? Or was it painful? Did it hurt? Was it like your body was being
Yeah,
torn
Scar,
apart?
what did it feel like?
I burned
What
my
did it feel
hand
like, Scar?
I burned my
didn't
hand
feel
on a
a
pan
thing.
once, and it was really bad, and it like blistered, and I had to wrap it with bandages.
It's probably like that.
You know what?
Okay, so
But
a
I
lot
didn't feel a
of pan. Ooh, I didn't like that. Maybe I don't want to be
It
Phoenix.
was the most amazing thing that has ever happened to me.
Oh,
Yet.
but even with the burning,
Yet.
even Oh, I want to be Phoenix. Sign me up. Sign me up. I want to be Phoenix.
Well,
I can help you get there.
I don't think it works that way.
Wait, what? Can
No,
you? Can
no,
you? How,
I don't think it
how,
works that way
How
at all.
does that work? How does that work? Can I want to be a Phoenix. Tell me how to be a Phoenix.
I just,
You're not that done then.
Meanwhile, you guys are all doing.
Skill spread to
Doing
fade into the
stuff.
shadows. I've made a serious mistake.
Funny
made
though,
a huge
because
mistake.
it's skill spread time.
oh,
Okay, so let me see. From you, give me a death spread. I want you to give me a spycraft spread. I want you to give me a spirit spread. And what the fuck did I write down here? What do I want from you? Give me a war spread again, please.
Can I just like? How many of those do we have?
There's a lot of rerolls. This
That's true.
is
Once
important.
this depletes, do we just?
Are you
shuffle
giving me
everything
a
back
spark
in?
as well?
yeah, I needed
Oh,
to
reroll?
activate my,
So once we,
Trigger.
Oh, so this is all right.
Yeah.
Burninated.
so once we once this finishes out,
Burninated.
do we just like reshuffle everything?
Yeah, once it finishes out completely, reshuffle and then draw from there.
with astonishing luck and +5 for, what was it? Spirits, you said?
Yeah, spirits, please.
19 all told.
Okay.
Just,
Sorry.
You want to make that a nice 20?
Yeah,
What?
here.
Okay.
I'll use one of them. Yeah.
Also, remember.
Yes, give me all of your rerolls. Yes.
If you guys can give me all my sparks back, you can either get 2 sparks of your own back or draw 2 cards.
What's
Oh
happening?
God, why?
Okay.
I
So
don't
that's the
want
thing.
these.
Once a day. Wait, so it's once a day you get to do.
Start of each day, I can commit any number of sparks equal to my rank plus the number of phoenixes in my wing to this card. Any phoenix in my wing may return one of these to me to regain 2 sparks of your own or draw 2 cards.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and
so
return
if
that
we-
for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
To
So,
draw
2 cards.
Okay,
cards.
yes. I'm
Okay.
gonna do that.
All right.
Yeah, 2 cards.
Damn,
Oh.
dude.
I have to
Alright.
reshuffle.
Donuts.
That's fine.
Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, sure.
No, I heard you.
Crazier.
I feel that.
I got
Let's see.
12.
Oh my God, why?
12?
Yep.
I don't want.
Okay.
Did I give you the extra spark for 20?
Yeah. You're. Yes. Yeah, you already gave me the spark.
Okay.
Delicious sparks. It's what's for breakfast. Which is weird because they're super crunchy and hard to digest.
Yeah.
They scrape the roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
Like
20.
It's like Captain Crunch, but it's also hot.
Okay.
So
Finally.
it's like eating
Alright.
a Captain Crunch pizza.
something.
4. Okay.
And so.
What do you got?
I've got Never Gives Up, which is pretty accurate to, you know.
Well, you
like-
don't know what's happening right now.
That's true. But I never give up.
What
doing
does
what
Never
shouldn't be
Gives
my
Up
kids.
say? Because it's one of the few cards I didn't have in my hand when.
Draw 1
last
card when
season.
you use this in combat spread, then set up Never Gives Up as a temporary talent. If you die while it's in front of you, you remain alive until the end of your next turn.
That's a combat card? Hold on to it.
No,
Sorry, that's not applicable here. I'm a dick, but
that's okay. Rules are rules.
what you got?
So then that leaves me with 5 for death, and then 10, so 15.
That's still good.
Yeah.
That's still good. All right.
I just wanted the whole 20.
I know you can't have it. It's nice to want things.
I'm going to my room.
Good. Fine. Go to your room. See if I care.
Okay, so
Barry will be happy to level you up anytime you want.
Damn.
spycraft check.
Mhm.
So I am not doing well on these.
It's okay.
wild
No,
cards.
it's fine.
So
You
since-
guys are first level phoenixes. You are still learning and you are still squishy. You are 1 life removed from immortal life. Remember that, okay?
Okay.
This
So-
is, it's okay, you're learning and figuring the shit out.
back to 11.
11?
Yep.
Okay.
But I got cursed again, so I drew a card for that.
Okay. So, you start to notice a little bit. You're kind of, mingling through the crowd. That it seems like there's maybe a few more people here than there was before. You start to get the feeling something is off. There's just something kind of in the pit of your stomach, and you can't quite place exactly what it is, but there's something wrong happening here, and maybe some of the people are wrong. You notice that it feels like things are closing in maybe a tactical manner. Like there's something with purpose that's happening. You got a shitload on spirits. Mm-hmm. You get the feeling something. I mean, it's wrong, but it's also you're feeling like there's more than just these sort of corporeal beings. There's just another sense of something sort of moving into the crowd and sort of permeating the room, and you almost feel cold. Like there's just a little bit of a chill that wasn't there before. It was a warm day and a lot of bodies in the room, but somehow you still, even though you're a phoenix, you don't really sense it that way. There's still something that rings icy at your core.
Defiant, we're not alone here.
No. There's more people in this party than there were before, and not in the, we're mingling sort of way. We were on time, but everyone else would probably have been fashionably early.
It feels like there's a reason this place isn't a crater.
Perhaps we should repair to the balcony where we may have a little more perspective on the rest of the room, and perhaps a way out if need be.
Agreed.
All exits are
All the-
currently blocked by people.
It does seem like there's sort of this ring of people filtering into the room around you. And it's just, they seem different. Their clothes look wrong. They look wrong. They feel wrong. And they start kind of closing in and filtering through the group. And you realize these are people that are not alive anymore. Now, you have just convinced this council that they should work with you in the Dawn Command. You've managed to bring them successfully to your side, that they should help in any way that they can. It is imperative that you keep them functioning because they keep this city going. Because life is unfair, there's 5 of them and 4 of you. You guys need to decide who's going to defend the council members, and you each need to have at least one, and one of you will have 2 of them. But you can sense there's danger around, and that it's imperative that you protect them, or else this deal is going south, and you have just lost all of the diplomacy that you've poured out.
Leave me to the council members. I'm better in a defense position.
He should defend too.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of you gets 2, all of you get at least 1.
Just stick with my lady.
Okay, so each of them has a plus. Some of them are really kind of bullshit, but I let it stand anyway. If you can tell me how those are going to help you, then I will give you a bonus. But you have to convince me as to why it works that way. But it is obvious that the undead are encroaching on this party, and it's time to take them out. So, I'm going to need... Tell me just the best, whatever you like best, Dave. Give me 2 environmental objects from the chat.
You heard him.
In the meantime, you currently have a buffet table, fancy curtains, a chandelier, food and wine, and band instruments, because there was a delightful band that was playing stuff, and they continue to play on even as things are going bad, because they're professionals.
Because they're getting paid for the gig.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Describe 3 instruments for me, please.
There's a trombone, a drum, and a xylophone, because why not?
And
Thank
a
you.
theremin.
The end.
They're playing good vibrations by the
All right,
voice.
so-
It goes completely unused. Nobody's put their hands on it in years.
All right, so like kind of the first couple of things that come to chat. How's that? Because I want to get this started.
A V-shaped tree and a weapons rack and an Iron Maiden. Those are the first 3.
And a ball?
An Iron
Well,
Maiden,
but
I
it's-
like that one.
No, it's
Sure.
The band was Iron Maiden. We're going to use
Yes.
the band as a weapon.
Okay, there's an Iron Maiden, but it is like
Matt's like, no,
it is the most opulent Iron Maiden you've ever seen. It's obviously a relic more than it is
decorative Iron
anything
Maiden.
functional.
You
Has
see
anybody
that over there?
thrown
Somebody
anything else
died
out?
in that. Isn't that perfectly ghastly?
does
I
it
paid a
have-
fortune
I'm
for
also,
it.
I'm also admitting a lounge chair and a brass spittoon, and then I'm cutting you off.
All right, let's go with brass spittoon. I like
Yes.
Because they're classy, but obviously not that classy.
I'm going for the brass spittoon.
I'm going
Okay.
for the Iron Maiden.
Okay, so as a reminder for those who have not played and also for the chat that may not be familiar with this, so
Thank you.
environmental objects allow players to draw a card when they use them, and they may inflict brutal damage as well, depending on what they are using and how they describe it, at my discretion. Who wants the torch first? Okay.
Shit. Wait a minute. Hold on. I don't have anything I can do here, can I?
Okay, and remember, civilians are squishy. I'm going to allow you, if the attack targets them, to get in the way. However, if they're going to suffer a wound, they pretty much die.
You know what?
Sure.
Yeah. Somebody take this. I'm gonna step up in defense.
Here.
At least.
Caligula, he's a square dance caller, obviously. So he,
Wait, are you going first?
No. Is it? Are we?
drawing some
Are we
stuff.
just? Are we using this as?
You can describe it to me in an attack.
Let me see.
Okay. So then I will.
All right,
I
give
only
back
get-
the environmental objects here too, so
Yes.
you can put stuff in there.
Just-
But
just
if you guys
looking
use
at
stuff,
them.
you get to draw a card.
Okay, I pull Vedic aside, and my bracelets turn into the brass knuckles.
Sure.
And I just lean in, like, if you were to forge these, what would you do to make them a little bit more dangerous? And he blinks at me like, what do you? There's a little bit of trouble happening, and I need your help. We all need your help. And he describes to me like what he would do to the brass knuckles to make them a little bit more deadly.
Sure.
And I just focus for a second, and like some edges sharpen, they lengthen a little bit,
Okay.
and like a little bit, like little baby Wolverine claws.
Sure.
The littlest snicked.
All right.
And I walk by the table, food and wine,
Okay.
and I
Draw a
grab a
card.
turkey leg, take a bite out of it,
Sure.
grab a goblet, drink it, smash in the face of one of the undead, and then just go in for a two-handed punch.
What do you got?
It's only 6 damage, but it's a thing. And then we have +2 smithing, so it's up to you to decide how.
All right. Let's see. So
I mostly want to make
+2
it seem-
smithing. You want to throw in a spark?
Hell yeah.
Okay. 2 of them go down.
Ooh.
However, there are more coming towards you, and you look over to the side and you notice that one of them looks very familiar. It's your younger sister, Anka. So that's coming towards you. Who wants to go next?
Oh god, what the hell? So I've got Artemy on my side here, and I'm like, this is the most exhilarating combat that I've ever been involved in. Look, people don't listen to me, and I don't know that I'm strong enough to get past this. How can I distract them so that my wingmates can get the better of them? And then she tells me an expletive that undead intrinsically understand that is offensive to them. No? Not buying that? No? Okay. But chat, you just imagine what that word is. In your heart of hearts, you imagine that. That's okay. But he's going to go for the brass spittoon, basically just kind of rambling a bunch of junk and fling it at one of the assailants that
Okay.
is nearest to him.
That's real gross.
What was that?
It's real gross.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I feel like they would be offended by the term pinky.
Yeah, sure.
It's like you're full of blood and life.
The most I can do is 8, sadly.
All right, 8.
How does your
Hang on
friend
one
help you out?
She doesn't.
No, deception? I
Well,
feel like
I'm
that
just
could-
kind of hoping that the undead swear word would somehow kind of be distraction, deception, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very in your character, though, to think of something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was really convoluted. I can't do anything for you.
I can
Okay.
see where you're going, but no. No, sorry.
Oh,
right.
come on.
Another one of them goes down.
Mm-hmm.
But coming in towards the side is somebody also you recognize. It's your brother Reg.
Okay.
They attack.
Okay.
So I need you both to do a defense Give me a defensive 6.
I can do 5.
Alright.
6.
Wait, actually, no, wait, because I can use. Okay, I can do 7. Using untouchable and intellect is grace in this
Okay.
case. So
So you got 7, so you're okay. But
Reg is there.
Reg comes and takes a swing at you.
Okay.
And it's obvious like his eyes are completely whited over. Nobody's home.
Reggie, what are you doing? And in ways their relationship has not changed at all.
Not again! Not the noogie! Not the noogie! So, I'm deeply upset by the realization that my younger sister, we know that these, whatever they are no longer living.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something wearing the sibling I love the most.
Mm-hmm.
And I tense up and get a little mad. Whatever killed my sister is whatever this thing is.
Sure.
And so this is unacceptable. It cannot stand.
Okay.
So vengeful brings me. Let's see. So that is it's just a defense of 3, but I can burn 2 sparks to make an attack against the attacker and draw back to my hand limit.
Okay, are you going to do that? Are you going to burn a spark? Are you going to attack your sister? Because she's the one coming at you.
I'm gonna eat it. I can't do it.
All right, but it is
choke.
vendetta, so I'm going to imagine that you're just kind of standing strong against it, and whatever it is that's animating her, you're aware of it, and it's painful. And go ahead and take a wound.
All right. Actually, we'll start from the top. It's a classic health bar.
All right, you guys get to go.
Yeah, because Caligula's a square dance caller, he's got a voice for directing people, so I'm gonna have him direct all of the people who are not dead out of the room.
There's nowhere for them to go. There's enough undead surrounding them, and everybody is terrified.
Well enough to get them out of the way from the attacks, from the.
Not the council
Monsters?
members, but you can get some of the regular civilians out. The council members, they're right behind you, so you're not going to be able to get them out.
Okay then. Killer Instinct turns the damage to brutal.
Okay.
Drawing the cards, and I'm using the fancy curtains, yanking them down, and using them to wrap it around.
Okay.
And then.
So what's the
boot to
total?
head. 5, 6, 7, 10.
A lot.
10 brutal.
10?
Yeah.
So let's see.
Did you drop your extra cards?
Yeah.
So another 2 of them drop.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'm going to grab Ariana, and we're gonna go behind the Iron Maiden and hide because I can hide. I can become hidden using an environmental element.
Sure. Draw a card.
It says instead of drawing a card.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what Ink had.
All right.
So I go and hide.
You're still
behind,
using it,
And
so.
I'm like, okay, you seem like you're rather skilled at potion making. Do you have anything that might be explosive or just something that we could use to potentially distract them, and then I can go make a strike?
All right,
Like
the
a
best.
flash kind of bomb.
And she's got like a +2 to that?
Yeah.
I'll say if you spend a round, you can go ahead and create basically a Molotov cocktail. So for your next round, if you guys want to make something, you can make Molotov cocktails, but you're going to spend a round making it.
Okay. So, well, for this first, I'm like, okay, cool. We'll think
Yeah.
about that for a second. But for this
Okay,
first
yeah,
round,
yeah. There's enough bottles of wine and some other things that you can make Molotov cocktails, but you're going to have to forgo a turn.
well, I'm going to attack, and because I'm allowed to use one of my cards.
You're not going to be hidden anymore. You will become a target for them.
that's fine.
So you may have a harder time making something.
It's just I add an additional card to my attack spread, which I did not forgot to read.
Oh, psychometry.
So I have so many. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, and then this becomes 5, so that's a 10.
10?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay. A couple more of them drop.
Okay.
Can I discard this to add 3 to that? 13, will that make a difference?
What is that?
I can discard absolute conviction to add 3 to the value of a wingmate spread.
Sure.
So what is up here at 16?
If there was 13 base, yeah.
I think so.
Okay. So a lot of the ones that are around you guys have dropped. However, you notice that more people are starting to flood in. And one of them seems a little different than the other, seems a little less dead-eyed. So they come in, and they're swarming around, and one of them comes in and goes, "See? The Phoenixes couldn't save Mardenford. Why do you think that they could save you? They will fail you as they fail everyone." So they're actually going to go after a couple of the council members. Stop texting me. All right. So obviously, Mareva kind of seems like she's sort of leading the council. So one of them, the one that seems a little more aware, is going to start heading towards her, and a few more start heading towards you guys and the other council members. There is going to be an attack against, what's your guy's name?
Vedic?
Vedic. And we're also going to see attack against,
Ariana.
hi Keith. Sorry, I'm really into it. Keith Baker is watching right now, guys.
Hi, Keith.
No stress.
We love you.
Thank you for the games.
Ariana?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. They're going to try and make an attack against them. It's going to be an attack of 6. And if they get hit, they're going down. They're super squishy. So you need to defend them or choose to let them go.
Boom! Small and quick. I dodge in front of him and just shield him in my body. That's 7 even.
Okay.
You're welcome,
Okay.
Vedic.
So this allows me to burn a spark.
Mm-hmm.
And when I do that, the attacker has to select a new target.
Has to select a new target?
Yep. Can't come
So
up.
they're not attacking the council member anymore. They're going to attack yours.
Of course. I was expecting that. All right.
So I get to, okay.
It's okay. So there's 4, and I'm using this in the place of grace, so that is 7.
Okay.
I'm like, wow, what are you doing, man? Get off me!
All right.
Ah.
Unfortunately, though, there is that one that came in that seems a little bit more self-aware and is going to go after Mareva. And this is actually an attack of 12.
Oh, shit.
What happens when we run out of fire cards?
You shuffle your discard and start drawing back
Well,
up.
I have no hand.
Oh, then
Shuffle your
no.
discard and...
You shuffle a discard, but if
Yeah,
you were
right
just
now.
defending, you're going to have to pull on some of those redraws. Because when you use a defense, you don't draw back up after a defense, you draw back
Okay.
up after an attack.
Okay.
Yeah, during combat, you use your hand for both attack and
But there is a huge pile of redraws there, so you could theoretically pull up a hand.
Okay.
What you got?
Damn.
That's 12.
Nice.
Holler.
Darn it!
Okay.
Do it, what?
All right. Top of the round.
Sorry, I was so amused by that.
I'm so sorry. I have to run again.
Okay. Well, then you don't get to go next.
Okay, great.
Somebody else take the torch.
Hi,
Hey, Dice Hard! Thanks for the follow. All right.
Dice hard with a vengeance.
So I have to wait till I attack to draw, or I can.
Well, start of the fresh round, so you can draw back up.
Oh, no, not until she's attacked.
But she doesn't have a hand. She can't actually attack.
That's fine.
Yeah, if you have nothing and it's your turn, then... Yeah, then I think that's the end of your turn. Yeah.
Well, it was the end of my turn. That's not mine. That's why I'm asking.
So
When do I draw again?
At the end of a turn, so you're gonna have to.
So should I have drawn at the end of that last turn?
Wow.
I didn't
I don't think we've actually had anybody actually run fully out of cards at any point.
Well,
but
that's why I wasn't sure.
But
if
you spent them all on defense.
Keith Baker, sound off.
Well, I also
Right?
did the attack, and I wasn't sure because I don't know if I was supposed to draw after the attack or not.
Yeah, after the attack, you can draw back up.
So I
So what did you spend on defense and what did you have for attack? What was the difference? Did you have a couple of cards?
I had at the end of my attack turn, I only had 2 left.
All right, and did you spend them on defense?
So should I draw 4? Should I draw? Because I get 6.
Yeah, because you're basically left without anything until an attack. I would use a couple of those redraws to get some cards in your hand. Yeah. You have a ton of redraws.
Dang.
That's the whole point of not drawing
Yeah.
back up after a defense. Unless you had a card that said after you make an attack back, you draw back up to your full hand. Does it say that?
No, I did not have that.
Okay. I'm not sure.
Which is fair.
It was impressive.
What's up?
What does it say?
When you've completely expended your hand and are mid-combat, what happens?
That's a really good question.
Yeah, that we haven't
happened
actually
yet.
run this.
Yeah.
All right.
Hi.
All right.
Thanks,
so,
Blythe.
but you
Taking
had
us into virgin territory.
that was this is the first time anybody's completely run out of cards.
I just always like to have at least
Yeah.
one
All right.
card
So
because
it's what
holy shit,
it's whatever you
like,
spent redraws on. So all right. All right. So whoever wants a torch.
Well, now I'm freaked out. By this.
All right. Let's see.
It's like maybe I'm fucking this up, but I don't think so.
No, we've never done
Draw.
Well, that's why I was like, maybe I messed up somewhere along the line.
Yeah, you kind of went backwards with your thing, but it's fine. You got tons of redraws. Please burn through all of those.
Well, I wasn't sure because so after we finish an attack, are we supposed to draw right after that?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I did wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You defend.
But after a defense, you do not draw back up.
Okay.
I'm yanking down the chandelier
Okay.
on these mofos.
How are you yanking it down? It's attached very high in the ceiling. So tell me how you're getting to the chandelier. It's a big chandelier, but it's definitely hanging from a ceiling.
Sure. I'm going to do the Jackie Chan thing of going into the corner and, bounce,
Jackie
bounce,
Chan?
bounce, 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 jump.
Okay.
And then hop. Yank him down.
Okay.
Grab a bottle of.
You're attacking the zombies, essentially the undead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And grabbing a bottle of high-proof alcohol from the food and wine table and handing that and one of the flaming candles off the chandelier to Mareva. Let her do what she's gonna do with it.
Oh.
She does have a +2 to fire breathing.
That is true.
I've got
Let me know how you feel about that, because I just drew that back up.
okay. I've got
Yeah.
6.
You got absolute conviction back in my
Oh, okay.
my drawback.
Yeah.
I
Okay. Yeah.
shuffle.
Oh, let me take that.
All right.
So it'll be
Cool.
9,
9 total.
I have 10.
Boom.
10. Cool.
Hold on to that. Oh, actually, wait. It's brutal damage, so no, I'll give that. All right. So they take down a couple, and I'll say that Mareva does her fire breathing, and takes down another one.
My goodness, the carding trick's paying off.
Yeah, so
All right. So
I have a plan. So
But they go next, right?
Yeah.
Because 1, 2, them, and then 1, 2, them. Right?
what defended and then just discarded.
Yeah, actually, yeah, 2 of you went. So, okay.
I mean, yeah, I'll attack right now.
Nope. 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 Absolutely not. Okay. Let's see. Give me. They're gonna go ahead and they've seen you're a pretty big threat and they really want to make a point. So the one that seems a little bit more with it is gonna go after your guy with an attack of 12.
Shit.
Heavy duty.
But if you want to jump in front of that, you can soak that with whatever you have.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat that. That's fine. And I can get a 4.
A 4?
Oh, I got
oh,
Yeah.
Josh, you want to draw 2 more cards?
I would love to draw.
Draw
two
a couple more cards.
Draw 2 more cards.
Actually, that doesn't help. Okay. Whew. All right, that helps a little bit.
What you got?
So that is 7, and I'm gonna eat that 7. That's my defense against the 12
Okay.
attack. And 8 for Vedic.
Are you gonna completely jump in front of all their shit?
Yes.
Should I?
Is that gonna kill
should
me?
I step in here?
I can bump it up to 8.
Because I could probably take it a lot
you,
better.
You can if you want to. You can if you want to.
mean-
It's gonna be hard. You won't die. He will go down if you don't jump in front.
I can get it to 8 with Vengeful, but all that's gonna do, I could burn 2 sparks to make an attack back.
I'll.
You gonna jump in front?
But I
Yep.
don't.
All right, take
taking
4
it.
wounds.
Me? Can I defend with it? then too?
Oh shit.
You jumped in
So-
front of the attack. You went ahead and you took that attack.
Oh damn. Ouch.
That was the whole thing. Is you jumped in front of that.
I am going to
I'm gonna spend the round making a
burn
Molotov
2
cocktail.
sparks to take down 1
So I just wanna
wound.
say that.
Okay, so take 3 wounds.
1, 2, 3. Do I have any
Oh,
other?
and you just took 3 wounds?
Yeah.
And I think you should have the card that lets you add the wounds to your attack. By the way, did you take that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
take
just
that.
for future
So,
reference.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was 8, but that's still not gonna make much of a difference.
And then I'm going to need a defensive 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
These
Can't do it?
Can't do it.
These
well,
undead
actually, hold on.
jerks.
I'm going to spend all of these redraws and see what I can do.
For sure, just it says that it attacks rather than. I mean, I'll take the shots, but
Let's go ahead and let's cut that down then, and we'll say you defended against some of it. It was a pretty high attack, though. Were you going to be able to defend against 12? It's a pretty high attack.
not all 12. No.
How much could you defend for?
With a draw. 9. 9.
9?
Yeah.
So let's see. That's still, that actually would probably be more than that, so I'm letting you take 3.
Fair enough.
It's a pretty hard attack.
Okay.
You guys are squishy, remember that.
Yeah, we are.
This is the first game. You're supposed to be
A little
squishy.
I can do 5 using intellect as grace.
Take a wound.
It's all right. It's all right.
Okay. So the other 2 of you get to go.
Okay, so because I successfully defended against the last attack, we became hidden again.
You
So-
became hidden.
Yeah.
She didn't.
I'm gonna grab her though, and we're gonna go hide under the buffet table. And so instead of drawing a card, I'm gonna hide again, and I'm gonna have her start making a Molotov cocktail.
All right,
You
so
know-
that's going to be your turn?
It's funny because
All right.
we thought we weren't going to go through all those rerolls, and yet here we are.
Here we
Hell yeah.
are.
What are we down to, by the way?
Let's see, that's 4, that's
You got 10.
10?
10, yeah.
That off of 25, I think, for the whole table?
There was like a bajillion.
And I had 5 myself, and they're all gone now.
I'm pretty sure that the table had neighborhood of 25.
Yeah.
So that's a thing now.
This has been a rough outing.
Well, you know, when the undead show up, it's not necessarily going to be a fun party, but it's definitely a party.
I mean, it's a dead man's party. Who could ask for more?
And the dead can dance.
True enough.
I'm going to burn a spark and take one of Doros's wounds.
Okay.
Whatever. Hey, that was really amazing what you did.
Ouch. Ooh, that looks like it hurts.
I'm fine.
I would know.
It's cool. It's cool.
Dude, the bitter bond card gets crazy with the devoted because that means like when you transfer a wound, I got to draw a card for that, and then I get a second card when you transfer your wounds.
Oh yeah.
So like
Here, guys, chat. This is your new ship. It's like the old ship, except it's the new ship.
Scargel.
Scargel.
Scargel. Hashtag Scargel, guys.
No, sir, I don't like it.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Vidger.
Vidger.
V'ger? There we
All right.
are. It's
I think,
V'ger.
what, is it you guys each have a turn?
Well, Blythe and I just went, so technically it's the,
All right, come on, guys.
the undeads.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
No, because
Oh, wait, yeah, you-
one,
you-
two,
you did your
you,
thing,
1,
huh?
2, you, right?
Yep, every two. All right. That guy is pretty pissy. You jumped in front of stuff.
I have no doubt.
Defend against 12.
That's gonna hurt.
Yes, it is.
Doggy.
Yes, it is.
Here, you know what? Have 5. Just right away.
So
Oh.
you have 5, okay.
Savior. Fancy.
You know what? What I'm gonna do for y'all is gonna take that to 11, and then inspiring. Everybody draws a card.
Great.
How are you?
This is how you do it.
This is how we do it.
All right.
Friday night, and I'm feeling alright.
Defend against 6.
Defending at 6. Okay, that is.
I just noticed your shirt, Blythe.
7.
All right.
Draw a card. Blood.
I draw a card?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Top of the round.
Alright.
You guys are being hard to kill. I don't like this.
Yeah.
Remember, you got the one that seems a little bit more with it than the others do.
Also, on this buffet table, is there water?
Sure.
Okay. That's important.
Were you just thirsty? Is that,
Yes.
Okay.
So
like
thirsty.
with cheeses, so you gotta.
What you got?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go after the more
Aware one.
aware one
Okay.
with an attack of 8. Man, I really want a Talon. We're
I know.
so babies.
Attack of 8?
We're such babies. And I'm going to, yeah, it's going to be attack of 8.
Okay.
But I'm also going to grab the trombone and just straighten it and then use it as a fucking javelin and just stab it right into its gut.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Okay. That's beautiful. Okay. That was successful, and you notice that it goes in, but there's no blood. There's nothing. It just goes straight through him, and he's like, see, your phoenixes cannot even damage me.
I don't think I like your attitude much, mister.
All right, another one of you can go before they attack again. Anybody?
You got
Bueller.
your Molotov cocktail, right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
'Cause I am not built for combat this round.
So we're hitting under the table. We've built this Molotov cocktail. Do I notice like a clump? Like, is there like a clump of undead specifically together? Like, are they
They're
kind of-
moving around a lot. There's still a number of them left, but they're kind of spread between all 4 of you.
Okay.
So, I mean, you could throw it and probably hit a couple of them, and you might get a couple that, you get off.
Okay. How many are
Inside.
coming at me?
You're hidden. And
Well-
she's not really drawing attention. There's cloths hanging from the bottom of the table, just tablecloths, because they're not savages. So they know you're around, they just don't know where you are. So nobody's coming directly for you.
Who do I notice is closest to me then? I guess really is the, like, how many do I notice closest to me specifically?
I mean, there's a couple. They're sort of looking where you went, but the others
Okay.
are going for the targets that are a little more obvious.
So I'm gonna grab a jug of water, but also
Hey, crazy BSN!
hi, and then chuck this Molotov cocktail at a couple of them.
All right, you're grabbing water though.
Yes, for just in case it sets anything else on fire.
Yeah.
Saved it first.
Okay,
I
so
had a similar thought earlier.
all right, go ahead and give me a spread with that.
Okay. 8
8.
is what I have. Oh wait, do I have? Because I was
wait.
hidden, I can do one more.
But she's also getting the +2 alchemy, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So 8 plus 2,
So you got 9,
9 or
10.
10.
10. Okay.
But because I was also hidden, I can technically use one more. And because I can use 12.
Okay. You take down 3 of them.
Okay.
And see, that was 2 folks. Hey,
RPG
RPG players!
plays.
And do we go back to full after an attack?
Yes.
Okay.
Reshuffle.
So it looks like we're at their turn again.
No, it's my turn.
Wait, did
No, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Sorry.
Yeah. Occasionally I can math, not very often though.
You're totally right.
So the one that seems a little bit more aware of things is again going to go after those council members, especially Mareva, with an attack of 12.
Good God.
Remember, you can take those, or you can let one of the council members eat it.
No, we ain't gonna do that.
Keep them
not
alive.
how we
Keep
roll.
the city together.
So many freaking redraws, guys. You make
make
it
it
really
feel-
hard to murder anyone.
Going away fast.
We gotta make him feel bad
We are
about doubting the
eating them.
phoenixes, right? I mean, not. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Well, with the support of all of our friends and fellow Phoenixes, we have to prove that we can protect these people. And that was me speaking meta because my character is hating literally everything that's happening right now. He just stabbed a guy with a
That's fair.
trombone.
That's fair.
What is this, Phoenix Academy?
Yes.
Yes,
I'd watch that show.
I would too. Actually, my wife's been playing Avengers Academy on her iPad a lot lately, and that's very entertaining.
What do you got?
I've got 7.
Oh,
I'm
you
sorry, dude. You have protected.
I can pull down take one of those wounds down.
Okay. So you can remove a wound out of what you would have gotten, right?
Yes, and also I've got 3 instead of 2 because I'm a durant.
Like that defense. Defense. Defense.
Yeah, there's maths involved.
Yep. Hold on a second here.
Take it right on the belt, yes. Which I had to look up again because I keep forgetting the name of it.
So, and what was your defense again?
A defense of
7.
was it just 7? Yeah, it was just 7.
Still a pretty high attack, though.
And the rest of
You said it was defensive.
How many sparks would the rest of his wing need to burn in order to put him in a situation where he's not?
Is it a normal attack or is it like a special attacking thingy?
It's not all or nothing.
It's not all or nothing.
Oh.
Sorry, tell me again what your full number. 7,
7,
and then another
yeah.
2, right? Or 3, so you had essentially 10.
And I've got 3.
Yeah, no, I'm factoring that in.
Burn that down.
Even if each of us burned a spark, that would take you to 13, right?
You can't use zone defense.
Oh, right.
You, unfortunately, you guys are still squishy and new. You go down. But you still have your sparks, so you get to become an attendant spirit to whoever you feel that you need to harass and or ship with at a later time.
Okay, so you just took 3 wounds and died?
And unfortunately, I'll let Mareva stand. Caligula does not make it.
No, the square dancing in the city is taking a hit. It'll never recover
He
from.
goes into eternity.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I said that.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
All right. And we still have the undead.
Jerks.
And your sister is still one of the ones standing. And she comes towards you both.
What's up?
Hey, what's up?
Tell us if we're mispronouncing that. I mean,
Waz Ape?
With an attack, with an attack of
Wazap.
Zap.
Wazap.
I'm being attacked with.
An attack of 6.
It can also be 8. You could just have to.
Also,
pronounce
who are you
like,
attending?
Actually spell it out.
All right, you're gonna attend Scar. Awesome.
She is
I'm
not
not
your
going to do
sister.
that right now, but I like that.
She is not your sister.
You think I don't know that?
She's still standing.
Okay, I've got 3, and I'll burn. Wait, yeah, I've got. Does this add to the defense? So let's throw that in the dirt. Is that a special thing just for his class? I was like, what is that thing?
No, that's your endurance. So basically, that means.
Yeah, his is a little
Okay.
higher.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Hey,
Ethan
Ethan
Fox.
Fox.
All right, so
Oh, the Ethan
I'm gonna
Fox,
burn
sorry.
2 sparks.
Not Ethan Fox.
For
No, the
2.
Van
Fox.
So it's 3 defense. I'm gonna burn 2 sparks to immediately make an attack.
okay, give me those.
Go.
Okay, so what was your defense? Sorry.
3.
3.
So not much. It's gonna hurt.
Actually, you're only gonna take 1 wound.
Okay.
But remember, this is coming from your sister. So she comes in and she just like tries to take a bite out of you. So you're gonna make an attack back against her?
I am.
All right, lay it on me.
So. Oh man, this is awful.
Do it to
It's
it.
just a little more coming from family,
Like
isn't it?
the images in my head are like things I don't want to say out loud.
Okay.
But.
Let her rip. She's a zombie for crying out loud. Say all the terrible things you wanted to say to her in life.
So I place my hands on either side of her face. And I'm like, Anka, you're always my favorite. And with an attack of 12 all told.
Okay. You're counting in your wounds too, yeah?
So, okay, right. And then, so that's 14. And since it's my sister, burn an extra spark to take it to 15.
15?
And I just. Yeah.
And it's somehow so bad that it takes down the last of the undead. So he sees it, and he's just
No, not his sister.
he's just not having any of it, and he just sees he's out, like
See,
peace out.
I picture Reg looking at me being like, oh.
However,
just gives up.
yeah. However, there is still
Bright eyes?
yes, the hollow who is standing, who's or the slightly more aware undead being is just like, see what they do? They destroy everything they touch. Everything they touch. They can't save you. They can't save
That's sort of the point, isn't it? For us to kill the bad things?
I mean,
It doesn't make the logic doesn't hold as far as I'm
So
concerned.
I think one more of you can go before the hollow goes.
Well, that would be
or hollow.
really well and good if there
Using
was
his
something I
might
could do
thing.
offensively.
How's that burninating going over there? Did you already use the burninating?
Yeah.
Yeah,
used
sure to use
that.
the burninating.
The burninating already happened. That doesn't mean that I
I
can't,
can't
make
really do anything.
more, though.
I know how unlikely that seems, but it's true. I can't attack, really.
Okay.
And, I mean, that...
You do have a wounded teammate.
Sure. Scar, great job out there.
Thank you, Vigil. I will forget this.
These fucking redraws,
Do you have the
guys.
half of that where you
You
did
guys
the
are
page,
ruining
huh?
everything.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I literally cannot make that spread right now.
Gotcha.
So,
All right, so 2 of you have gone. So he gets to attack again.
We're a man down.
So you like pain, huh? Defend against 12.
Shit.
Sure. Of course you would say that. What do I get to do as an attendant spirit?
You can basically throw in sparks
Right now.
towards
buff
his
me.
spreads, and also just annoy the shit out of him.
Cool.
So as long as you're still around, you can annoy the shit out of him.
Got that.
And
Got
maybe
that.
have a really awkward ship later on, because apparently that's how it works.
All right, I can do
I like
9,
the idea of you like dancing.
and I
like,
get to
feel
draw a
it.
card because of that. That doesn't really help me at all.
Can't see me. Yeah, it's like, what? Stop doing that. You're gonna throw me off.
So let's see.
Doro, stop it.
So 9.
Okay.
I like that he chose you.
that we found love, what are we gonna do?
Okay. Let's see here.
This reminds me of a Mass Effect ship that is definitely going to happen.
Unfortunately, that takes you 2. But it leaves the council member standing,
Cool.
and they can run to whoever else.
And
That's
now
still
I'm going
alive,
to Attendant
so-
Spirit on you.
Oh yeah, she also is going to
God.
move over. So you each have 2
Oh, yeah.
squishy mortals. All right, you both get to go. So you have a chance now to take this down before it takes you a while.
Don't screw this up.
How you doing attack-wise? And I can...
And I would
know what?
suggest using those redraws, guys. Who are you
Yeah.
attending, by the way? Okay.
I mean,
And in his sort of ethereal form, he's a little clearer of thought. Okay, look, I'm here to help you. I'm not going to piss you off, all right? Deal?
Sure.
Great.
What are you doing? Attack him!
Okay. Attack
Just
of
glad I didn't get stuck with
7.
that guy.
And how is what's happening like in the room spatially right now? It's we've laid low the rest of the undead, and 2 of the phoenixes have died, and they're like ash piles.
Yep, unfortunately, and you know it was rough. It was very brutal.
And it's Spectre and I, and there's 2 mortals cowering behind us. And we've used all the items in the room.
Remember, you can use sparks to boost that. What have you got right now?
7, he can also use sparks to boost that.
Yep. I would suggest doing that.
Yeah.
What you got there?
6.
Holy shit.
13?
13. I'm happy.
14?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
Yeah.
Was the wound?
All right.
13, so 7, 8, plus you just burned all 6, so 14.
That is enough. That's you're good. All right. So drawing on your wingmate's power, you're able to just lunge into this thing, and it's you may take me, but you won't be able to take all of us. The phoenixes can't save anyone. And he actually gets to make a last attack against you.
Okay.
Just him, though?
So, what can you give me in defense?
I have nothing to help.
I can give you 7, and use Never Gives Up,
Okay.
which will let me live another round. I mean, he's dying anyway, but at least I get to like be an asshole for 1 more round of whatever happens.
You're fine. So you said 7?
Yeah.
This is his dying breath.
Let's see what else is in there. Yeah. Okay. Well, no, yeah. Secondary.
This is your dying breath, or not dying breath, but this is like your kind of like major assault. You take 3 wounds, but you just barely manage to hang on.
And I just barely managed to draw 3 more cards. Yeah.
That's the spirit.
But this is him expiring.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And
I didn't even know that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It was unintentional.
by the way, your brother Reg got taken out with her Molotov.
Firebomb.
I forgot to mention that.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, so Reg
I have
is gone
no
because of
idea
that.
who
Yeah.
he is, so.
This isn't over,
Nor am I gonna
Phoenixes.
Someone
And
for now.
and he kind of just seems to like fade as he falls backwards, and the sheet of paper comes falling down.
This is just like the Forrest Gump movie.
What's that?
Tell
What's
the
a movie?
Marshals I said hello.
What is that? Is that like a
What did you
Yeah, like
get?
a-
What does it say?
spot of ink?
Yeah. Looks like just a splatter.
Phoenixes, what's? Thank you.
What does that mean?
This is a message for us.
I don't know what's happening, but I just want to let you know you have the council's support.
We appreciate all of the effort you can give us, and clearly the dread is coming after you guys.
Clearly, you have our full support.
if we will try to keep it to where you do not actually have to send any of your citizens to war. Your trade resources should help us enough, but...
Thank you. Please feel free to call on us for whatever aid you need.
Of course, thank you.
Whatever aid you need. And
I recommend...
What is happening here?
It's a message.
It's a message, and it's for us.
You don't have to concern yourself with it for now.
Yeah, you've lost several of your own. So.
As have you.
We didn't like that guy anyway.
We recommend that you start some form of militia just to be prepared.
Well, I mean,
And
we obviously have the city
dancing
guards, but we'll
coalition.
tell them to be more on their watch. And I mean,
Is that a job? Really? Square dancing?
You're still in my head. I forgot about that. Really? Maybe keep it to yourself.
Well, you're just going to have to deal with me until we get back to Pyre. That is all there is to it.
I just cut my mouth out.
You level up. You level up. Done. Boom. All right, you're level 2. No. All right.
I don't need everyone haunting me right now.
Mitchell's actually not saying anything. He's being real solemn and real silent, and he's just kind of taking everything in.
Oh, you
right.
saw that note through her, didn't you?
Yep. All right. So you guys have successfully saved most of the council. You're able to, hey, Onyx News Watch, what's up?
That's good.
You are able to return to Pyre safely. You do see the burned out, Martinford as you pass, heading back, but it seems a little quieter now. It was obvious there was some weird activity coming from Martinford, as evidenced by the fact that a couple of the people that had passed there, notably your sister and your brother, had died there and were brought back by some kind of malevolent force. When you get back to Pyre, both of them have come back as level 2. We'll level them up on the next show.
Oh, I know what they look like.
Yeah. So actually, dude, though, tell us how you look when you're back, because you're both now level 2 and you come back out from the fire.
Vigil looks pretty much the same. There was a little bit of boyish charm in him in his initial form that is kind of gone now. And he's basically just kind of looks at his wingmates and smiles and nods and says, "It's good to see you again."
Apparently, you all have ship names now. I just want to let you know
Jesus.
this.
Oh, wow.
I'm still working
Okay.
on it, so you can...
Okay. Well, we'll round that up at the end here.
There.
Why do we gotta
there.
choose?
How many are there?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Is there like a dozen of them for each?
So many combinations.
There's a gross amount. I'll tell you that much.
144?
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna read all of them, but I'll read the top like 50.
Okay, deal.
All right. What do you look like?
He now has shin guards, the armor, to around the shin, so like there, and then here, and then here.
Okay. So when they come back, you guys are both back as well. Are you going to report back to the Marshal?
Do you have the note?
Hey, Cassie Lee's 9 to 5.
95, 925. Like, does Cassie Lee work? Like,
Working 9 to 5.
Or was she born in 1895?
Both.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Spectre, why don't you
Hard-working
take this
youngster.
to Marshal Varia?
I will. I won't make you go through that again. Whatever.
So only you're coming back to Marshal Varia?
Can I come with you?
If you
Are there any
so
other
choose.
marshals we could go to?
I think we're stuck with her for the time being, at least.
If you so
She
choose,
smells
I
like
don't
a wet
mind
dog.
handling this alone.
Why don't you go?
So you walk back into Varia's. Are you going to knock or are you going to walk in?
I knock.
Come in.
Not so rude. Opens door.
Oh.
Walks in.
Where's the rest of your wing?
A couple of them died upon the way. They're recovering. And one, as you know, has apparent issues with your appearance, so...
That's not acceptable.
Tell him
Big
that.
Fluff Central. That's not acceptable, but thanks for
Big
calling
Fluff
us anyway.
Central!
Tell him that, because that's not...
They're not my wing. You go back and tell them that everybody comes in and reports as a wing.
Well, take this.
Dun, dun, dun.
Where did you get this?
Well, while we did manage to succeed in getting the council's support, some undead attacked us. Does that mean anything? The ink blot there?
Get out.
Yes, ma'am.
The door slams behind you.
You just hear weapons racks. Just
Yeah, they just saw the noise. There's weapon racks. It's fucking chaos.
Werewolf noise. Werewolf noise.
Yes.
That's all.
I'll read those at the end. So you guys have completed your first mission. 2 of you leveled up. We'll level you on the next thing. We'll discuss also how you died and which way you want to come back, because they were awful deaths at the hands of the undead. So we'll discuss that. In the meantime, though,
And I killed your
we're going to
brother.
have a out of wing scene with Ink. So if you were not here first season, go back and watch. Ink should have died his last death in the last season, but followed another phoenix named Omen, who has somehow managed to defy coming back 7 times and has shown Ink how to. So Ink is in the library where his crucible was. And I imagine he's doing a lot of reading and furiously going through notes. And Omen walks in. This was not the plan. This was not the plan that we had at all. I showed you how to come back for a reason. This was not it.
Sometimes, with any good plan, you need to learn how to improvise, Omen, and that is exactly what I did.
By turning everyone against the Phoenixes are the ones that I want to live. It's everyone else that does not deserve to be here.
The Phoenixes are an important piece of the puzzle. There is no disputing that fact. And our means and our ends may yet be aligned. You have to let me do what I'm going to do. I know things you don't.
You think you know a lot, but probably not as much as you think that you know. And just know that I am keeping an eye on you, and I have been doing this much longer than you, and I have no problems making sure you aren't able to come back again. You are the reason that I was able to move my plans forward, but I will work without you if I have to.
Yes.
Understood?
Yes.
And scene. So that was episode 1 of season 2 of Phoenix Dawn Command.
Yeah, we did
I'm
it.
going to go ahead and read some ship names just because I know the chat loves it, and then we'll do some plugs.
Yay.
All right, so
Hopes at home.
for
Yes, ship names.
Vigil and Spectre, I have Victor, Spectre, and Spigil.
I don't think we can do
We're-
Spectre.
No.
Yeah, that one's already
No.
crossed off.
Hashtag Spectre.
I am
I don't know that.
All right.
as the Hispanic member of the
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
I am not-
that's
I am
double plus
calling
on good.
no.
Apparently-
100%
Apparently,
no.
Doros is very difficult. So for Vigil and Doros, we have Vigors.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like that.
For Doros and Spectre, we have Sporos.
Wait, what about Vigoros? Vigorous.
Well, that hasn't happened yet. Spectre and Scar, we have Spar and Scarter.
Starter.
Spar.
Oh, we're getting real crazy here. So Spectre Vigil Doros is Spigalos.
Spigalos.
Hey, Malachi 75.
75.
Thank you.
All right, guys,
Spigalos.
hold on to your butts.
Oh, man.
Everybody with everybody. So Phoenix Orgy. Phoenix Orgy Command is.
Tune in at 9 o'clock for that show.
Are you
Yeah.
guys ready for this?
Saving throw at night.
Too
Shigalore
hot for
Car.
touch.
Shiggler car.
Shigalore Car.
We sound like an
Spar.
Eldritch Horror.
Spargilos.
Spargalos.
Or
Okay, yeah.
Skignilor.
Nope.
The chat also mentioned that one might be intended to be spoken backwards.
Rick Rollins.
Klaatu, Verada.
Yes, totally.
Rickroll? What?
All
Where
right.
are we summoning?
All right, so guys, before we go, let's do plugs. Starting over here.
I'll just
Things
Go
are
ahead.
happening
Well,
and Dave is dying.
for once again
I don't think
Shibify. They're doing the Kickstarter. That's CHIBIFY. An offshoot of the Sky Castle / Hero Forge community, and then my buddy's game that's in public alpha, Defend the Cake. You can find that at defendthecake.com. check it out, download the alpha, play it, enjoy it, and if you don't, let him know why.
Knowing's Half the Podcast, find it on iTunes, Stitcher, and wherever finer podcasts are sold. Also, the Science Jerks and the Regenerates, which we just started. Me and Riley Silverman are doing a Doctor Who podcast. The first episodes are going to be starter kit episodes where we go through each of the new Doctors and choose an episode that you would use to turn a non-Who fan into a Who fan. So that and then the new season obviously starts in about a month. So we're gonna kick right into that.
Go see Get Out. No, seriously, go see
so
fucking
good.
see Get
It's
Out.
amazing.
That's really all I'm gonna say. Go see Get Out.
If you're in
Amazing.
an
It made
interracial
me rethink
relationship,
my- yeah.
it's a very interesting experience.
I'm sure, yeah.
When a movie ends, you're like, I don't know if I want to date white people anymore. You're like, that's a thing.
When you're
Yeah,
married to one,
no, I totally get that.
When
No,
you're
that's
married to
totally
one,
fair.
it's
I'm
like,
white, and I'm like, I'm glad I'm already married because otherwise, maybe not anymore.
Yeah.
With white people.
Nobody's gonna leave that movie feeling okay about anything, and I loved it for that. Jordan Peele, you're a genius.
Yeah.
Who wants to
Yeah,
go see it with me, guys?
Okay.
I'll
Phoenix,
see
don't
Get
come
Out
in
again.
outing!
Yeah.
Except for Chan.
He was like, no, not really.
He's just gonna stand outside the theater eating
And
popcorn.
also, arguably, once you've seen it, I would say that my favorite moment is between the lead and the handyman.
Can we see Logan also? Because I still
I
haven't
need
seen
to
Ooh,
it.
I need to see
Yeah.
Logan.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
good, but it's painful.
I tell you what, this is last week before the finale of Legion is this
Oh
Wednesday.
God, that's this
Shit,
Wednesday.
man, if you haven't,
Yeah.
Good.
catch the
I'm like
fuck
2
up.
episodes
Okay,
Hey,
cool.
Matt
So
Skeet.
Yeah. Skeet skeet.
Legion's
All right,
amazing.
let's get Blythe her.
Christ.
Distasteful.
I just want to go under
Wow.
the table.
All
Blythe,
right,
all eyes on Blythe.
Blythe's
Hi.
turn.
I already plugged most of this earlier, but Misadventures on Wednesday at 8. Also, that's going to be going weekly now, so that's great.
Yeah.
Also,
Wait,
Tuesday
what?
nights at 9, AXYB, Geek and Sundry. You can catch me there. Occasionally, I also do Gather Your Party on Fridays. So that's going to be great. Just tune in whenever you feel like it.
All right, and like Blythe said, Misadventures, tune in on Wednesday. It's awesome. I play a werewolf in that, and you can make me go absolutely crazy by activating Bad Moon Rising. Speaking of activating additional things, so this time around, make sure you guys note that you still have your redraws. Whoever has redraws, write it down. I'm not going to memorize this for you. You're adults, and you can figure this out yourselves.
You would think so.
While we had redraws this time around, for the next game, not next week, we are off next week because of WonderCon. The following week, April 8th, we will be back. We will be introducing their flares. So flares are basically things where you can interact with them. If you set off their negative flare, it's something roleplay based and makes them more socially awkward than all of us already are. And if you activate the positive flare, then is something that will help them out in combat. Not going to reveal what those are just yet. But it will also be a charity stream. So everything that you donate on the 8th will be going to Planned Parenthood. It's part of a new program we're starting where we're trying to give back at least once a month with our shows, and we are the guinea pigs for that. So tune in on April 8th. Thank you.
I got one more plug.
What's
So
happening?
sorry. April 3rd, RPG Exploration Society. Yes.
Oh, that's right,
Here,
yes.
Yeah, okay. I am DMing a Fate accelerated campaign, and the world is Nitrate City, which is 1950s Los Angeles.
doing.
So it's LA Confidential mixed with Universal Horror monsters and whatever else. Blythe's going to be in it, Mac's going to be in it,
What's
Eric
up?
Reichert's going to be in it, and the real life kid Stardust, Mandy Moss Holmes, is going to be in it.
Woo!
So tune in Monday, April 3rd, around 7:30?
Sure.
Sure.
8.
8. Let's
Actually,
say 8.
we start at 8 now.
8. For that kind of fun
Yeah.
weirdness.
Because some
there
of
you
us have long commutes after work.
go. I may resemble that remark.
So.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us. Please come back on April 8th. Hopefully you enjoyed this. This was actually literally my first time GMing a game.
It was amazing.
If you didn't like it, then I'm Sax Carr. Just kidding. We love you, Sax, and we miss you, and we look forward to having you back on this game because I know that's going to happen. In fact, we've already been talking about it. Dave, do you have any plugs before we go?
I borrow your mic.
What?
Life.
That part. He needs it for reasons, so people can hear him.
Because
The nice audience can hear him at home.
what you don't know is Wolfman Dave is actually a sophisticated AI.
Hey, Bass
Basket.
J17, thanks for the follow.
Yeah, you're going to need the whole.
Oh,
That's just the clip.
How did you even...
No, it's just the clip. It's just
oh my God, you guys.
I'll fix it.
Breaking everything.
This is my favorite part of the show today.
us breaking the mic by accident.
You're listening to the dulcet ASMR-tastic tones of Wolfman Dave. I've just listened to the latest episode of The Adventure Zone on Maximum Fun, and on the same day, I watched the movie Logan, and at present I am full of feels. Please comfort me by sending me bottle caps. DM me on Instagram. Thank you.
What's your Instagram?
Can I have to
It'll
click
be
that?
posted.
All right. So he will be posting the Instagram. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's a little short today, but I have to go to medieval times for GM Mace's birthday, and I've never been, and also GM Mace is rad, and you should watch stuff that he does. We have a lot of great shows throughout the week on Saving Throw. I would like to say I've memorized what all of those are, but I haven't, but they are posted on the website. Please check it out, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you so much for being here. This is Phoenix Dawn Command. Come back for the next show.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Tune in April 3rd.